Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome to Forever Sports and Forever Rugby. It is time. It is the nerves are out there. I am very, very nervous about the next sort of couple of hours, but we have finally arrived. I can't believe it. I cannot believe that we are here. It is the third and the final test of the British and Irish Lions series in South Africa. Springboks won. British and Irish Lions won. We have a final tonight, ladies and gentlemen. We have a final. And I mean, a year ago, we didn't even know if we were going to have a tour, let alone, a tour that would have this much drama off field, on field. It's just been an absolutely crazy ride. But hello, everybody, and welcome. It is as Hooper says, in the words of Bruce Buffer, it's time, ladies and gentlemen. We are 40 minutes away from kickoff. We've gone live a little bit earlier, and I think, unfortunately, you guys just have to deal with me because I'm nervous and I don't want to sit here for the next hour and stress. So therefore, you're going to entertain me for the next 40 minutes so that we can try and get through to this game, because it's not going well. It's World Cup final sort of stuff, it can go so well tonight. It can go so badly. So it really is going to be an absolutely epic test match. But one thing that we will guarantee is that we're going to see some good rugby today. And whatever way it goes, if the British and Irish Lions take it, if the Springboks take it, I, for one, will hold my hands up and say, a great series. What a series. Not the series you thought we were going to get, not the series that, it was supposed to be, but it has been a really, really good series. And the two tests that we've seen have been proper, hard-fought test match rugby. It really has been a fantastic showing of what we can do in these sort of times. And I think, there's a lot of people who've been quite negative about the tour. And for me, I just think that we've managed to make something that we're going to remember for a long time, whether it be with off-the-ball issues, whether it be the fact that I've managed to jump on here and watch the entire and live the entire tour with you guys online. It's been such a memorable tour for so many reasons. I was pretty young in the last tour. I was, 13 years old. So, you watched it, but you didn't really understand the significance. And now I was old enough to understand the significance, but I couldn't go to the stadiums. I was quite upset earlier. I got a notification on my phone which said, "Reminder: you have an event today." And the event was going to the final test at FNB Stadium. That's where I was supposed to be right now. I was supposed to be sitting in FNB Stadium watching Herschel Yankees and Kobus Randolph practice their box kicks. That's where I was supposed to be. But it's not been that tour. And as a result, we managed to come online and create a really, really cool community, a really fantastic, entire tour and stuff like that. And I just want to say, before we even get into it, thank you, because it really has been phenomenal. As you can see by the subs at the top there, we've blown this out the water. We've more than doubled our subs in the last month, basically. So it really has been a fantastic tour, and I just want to say a massive thank you, because I'm seeing a lot of new members today, which is really, really fantastic. So just in terms of people I can see, let me just make sure I don't want to leave anybody out if they are watching. A couple of people became members before we went live, so I don't want to miss anybody out, because I really, really do appreciate becoming a member. You can become a member yourself if you want. The link's in the description. You get access. You get a little badge next to your name. You get access to some cool emojis. For example, you can spam some Rusty Erasmuses. So if you want to get access to those and stuff like that, you become a member over there. So before I look at the comments and see who's hanging out and what's the story, I just want to say a big thank you to Kevin Wells, Tian Kun, Thea Hatting, Carla Hugo. I don't know if this is Lisa M. Patton or Lisa M. Patton, but and then Glenn Chapman. Thank you so much. Welcome to the Forever Sports Members Club. To everybody else, if you want to become a member, the link is the pinned comment there. Go and vote on our poll. We're trying to see what you guys reckon. We've got almost 100 votes on our poll to see who you think will take the match tonight. And it's going pretty one-sided, which I think kind of reflects the channel audience probably more than maybe a sane rugby man. Although I suppose, if even as a neutral, I think a lot of British and Irish Lions fans are quite nervous about tonight. I'm shitting myself. I'm being very honest. It's just been a crazy tour. And I put my shirt on about an hour ago, and that was when it kind of settled in, because I've actually watched no rugby today. I missed the New Zealand versus Australia game. I've been working all day, literally been on shift since before 9 o'clock and clocked off just at 5. So I caught the last 15 minutes of what looked like a very exciting Currie Cup game. I didn't get to watch the New Zealand game, so I will be watching that tomorrow. And and now just boom, it's gonna it's here. But let's go see who's hanging out in the comments. So Mike Hammer says, damn, I'm nervous. Men say 100%. Grant Schwartz agreeing. The nerves are shot 100%. Why do people keep harping on about watching it live? I'm an old grandpa. I know that it can't be done. I don't know. Some people, I think, are just trying their luck. But you cannot watch it live on YouTube, unfortunately. If I could show it, believe me, I would. You think I would go through all this effort of trying to do all this stuff? Yeah, if I could just stream you the game and get all the subscribers anyway. So we can't do that, unfortunately. If somebody wants to donate a couple billion rand, we can probably work on some TV right deals, and maybe we could organize that. But until then, you're going to have to stick with just me, myself, and I, and there will be very, very cool people in the comments. Kwasi says he's super nervous. Honey now reckons Kubus Ray not going to show us why he's there. I'm hoping so. Fonny Nokia reckons it's going to be a running game. Kwasi says something tells me that the ref will make a very controversial call. And Grant was saying, is French? Of course, it'll be a controversial call. Mike Hammer says, Jaco ran in my age group in Bloemfontein. Now I'm watching his son. Yeah, look, I mean, that is showing your age a little bit. Where was? Quite says, I hope it doesn't go that way. I just pray for no red cards for either side, 100% all yellow cards. I don't want to see any cards today, really. Yeah, it has been a while since I was nervous for a game from Pune, India. Well, there we go. Please go jump in the comments. Let me know where you're watching from, because in previous streams we've had people across all the different continents. So let's see if we can tick all the different continents off and see how sort of far and wide we are. How come SA Rugby not an SABC? SABC is, it's a very interesting situation, because I did this a bit of my master's research. And in South Africa, we've got a really, really dominant private broadcaster in SuperSport who do a lot for the country in terms of sporting stuff. They do a lot of investment in sport. And we've then got a very dysfunctional public broadcaster. And unfortunately, we've got a conglomerate which has a monopoly over TV rights in the country. And then we've got the SABC, who can never afford to not only sort of compete, but even sublet. So I mean, SuperSport will often say, we can sell you on the rights for this much. And SABC will say, well, we can't afford that. There are some actual regulations being sort of thrown around at the moment about making sure that games like this have to be shown. And I think the Rugby Championship probably will be shown. I'm not sure if it's, don't quote me on that, because I'm not sure if it has been confirmed, but there are some sort of talks about that as well. What's good, everyone? Hello. Hi. How late is kickoff? Kickoff is in 35 minutes, so it's 6 o'clock South African Standard Time, 5 o'clock if you're in the UK, and yeah, if you're from somewhere else, then put where you are, what time it is there, and what time the kickoff is there. We've got Hooper from Canada, Kwasi from London, Mike Hammer from the UK, we've got Barbara in the UK. Fanny Nokia says, must have the same aggression like last week to win it. Kirsty Birds watching and listening from the banks of the Vaal River. Excellent show. Thank you very much. Very jealous of being down there for the weekend. Hugh says, hey, Steve, thanks. Can you see me? I can see. Well, I can see your comments anyway. I don't watch TV. Says Mike Hammer, radio check. If we perform like our Olympics team, we are done. Let's not go there. I'm still recovering from what we've seen this past couple of weeks. Very disappointing there, especially our sevens team, which I think, yeah, they're probably the most disappointing. And Mo is 9 a.m. in Sacramento, California. That's like being in Japan, wasn't it? Waking up for the World Cup final and kickoffs at like Hopper State at 9 o'clock. We're sitting there with brandies at Hopper State going, guys, what are we doing with our lives? Speaking of brandy, speaking of booze, I'm opening one of these because I think that's the best way to a piece of ice that is wedged underneath here. No, just dropped in my lap. I'm opening one of these because I think that this is the pretty much the only way I'm going to relax ahead of for the next sort of half an hour. So cheers, everybody. Let me know if you're joining in. What are you watching and stuff like that? Where you're watching from? As I said, jump in the comments. You've got people from America, you've got the UK, Grant Swartz in the Bahrain. So how's the desert look there? We're sort of approaching those sort of temperatures, getting a lot warmer down here. And nothing else, ladies and gentlemen. I'm getting delivered biltong. That's how good life is here. So yeah, we can't be in the pubs, but at least we can still watch and have a beer. Yeah. So Honey says, I hope we shut down Josh Adams. He's a guy we haven't taken on in a while. Yeah, I'm interested to see how Josh Adams goes. It's interesting to see that he's been brought back. Understand, dude. It's a pity South African rugby should be a shown, man. Fun at end champs. Unfortunately, I wrote my entire thesis was basically talking about if you want to transform sport in South Africa, specifically cricket, you have to have these games being shown on SABC, or more games anyway. So I'm completely there with you. Why Lions beer, not Bock beer? Well, I've just seen that Castle have just launched a new beer today. Didn't get the invite to get some free sample, or to get the first sort of samples and see what it's like. So, I'd love to be sitting here repping Castle, but this is just what I had. So, any beer brands that want to sort us out, get involved. My email address is at the bottom of the screen there. I'm in. I will endorse anything, basically. Speaking of endorsements, I promised you yesterday we're going to be launching our brand deal today. However, we've unfortunately decided we had some negotiations or some chats with the brand itself, and decided that we will not be launching it today. We'll be launching it on Tuesday, where we're going to be doing a British and Irish Lions award show, the series award show, best moment, best play, and stuff like that. And what I'm thinking we're going to do is I'm going to create a bit of a poll, or a bit of a sort of a Google form. I'm going to put it in our Discord as well as on the channel, and then on the evening itself we'll go live, and I'll put the link up there, and we can all go vote on our best player, best try, best moment, worst moment. If you've got any suggestions for some awards we could do, start getting them in the comments below, especially a couple of amusing ones where we can have a bit of a laugh. But yeah, more support from Bahrain. Oh, well, there we go. Have a brandy when we score the first try. Yep, it is there. You've got almost get like a brandy siren, where as soon as the first try is awarded, boom, flashing lights, fireworks, and the brandy comes on. And I've got my ice here as well. I don't think I've got a glass here, so I might have to use a mug. Damn, I thought I was so organized. Our brother X, in the words of Vinnie Jones, the ex-Welsh soccer captain, now Ella actor, it will be emotional. Very, very emotional. We need Bock beer, Hanley. Yeah, 100%. Where's the Bock beer? Having a line on a new bro, fantastic. I'm a TAF living in Germany, where rugby is thought to be the same as American football, a bit of a rugby desert, but I'm trying to teach them what a real sport is. Brilliant. I love it. If we win, I'm curious to know how great we rate this Bock team. I think if we win today, you have to start talking about this Bock team in the conversation with any Bock team, in terms of being some of the best team, one of the best teams ever. I think you do. World Cup, Rugby Championship, Lions Series. If they go back-to-back Rugby Championships, no other Bock team has done it. So that is definitely something that we can talk about. Mike Hammer says it doesn't end here. The next few games will be magic. Ryan Swartz, the company that owns broadcasting rights to SA, has more money than a small country. SABC can never compete, 100%. Johnny's in Port Elizabeth, or Wejas, having a Mampur Yur. That is going in nice and early if you're having that. What are your thoughts on Etzebeth? We've seen one game. I think we've seen pretty good game. I mean, the first game, I reckon Itoje probably got the better of him. Second game, I reckon that Etzebeth got the better of Itoje. I think he's a key figure in the box, but I think that, in terms of the locks, nobody's outperformed Franco Mostert across the series. He's been absolutely sublime. Mug, are you sign old boy? Hey, listen, I've got to use what I've got. You've got to use what we have available, and what I have available. And to be fair, it's a branded mug, so I can plug my show, and then on the other side, I'm Manchester United brand, Forever Red Devils. Just need to get going again, actually. So yeah, we'll be drinking brandy out of this tonight, which is a bit odd, but hey, what can you do? Please send Black Label. What is more physical, rugby or American football? I actually have no idea. I mean, there's a big debate about it. I think that American football is probably more physical in terms of being there, probably less sort of not as much sort of protection in terms of, like no arms challenge and stuff like that, but there are much better protection, for example, in American football. I think you'd have to play both to be able to make that call. And I've barely played rugby at a decent level, let alone played any American football. Rugby handy, better than a flower vase, I suppose, 100%. Honcho Pollard just slipped while taking a practice kick, the pitch very bad. Oh, goodness me. Here we go. Yeah, I'm very interested to sort of see how that pitch holds up. It's going to be quite an important sort of aspect of the game, isn't it? It's all very well saying we want to see running rugby and stuff like that, but if conditions don't allow for that, then what must you do? Yeah, not much is the answer. A lot of people calling for this to have been at Newlands, but it is what it is. We were supposed to be at the F&B Stadium, and look, it was a phenomenal day in Joburg. Really, really nice weather today. We had quite warm weather. As I said, I'm not even wearing a jersey, my t-shirt here, so no issues here. Getting back to some nice weather. I've got no idea what the weather's like in Cape Town. We've got the technology here, so should we just check? I suppose that's probably the thing to do. So yeah, if you guys have been in Cape Town, let me know what the weather's been like. From what I understand, it's been pretty dry. Apparently, at the moment, it's 16 degrees on the ground, 2% chance of rain or 2% precipitation, 76% humidity, wind 11 kilometer an hour wind, gusting in and around there. So not bad conditions at all. I don't know what that is. So yeah, please keep telling us where you're watching from, who you're backing. I mean, who you got more Lion supporters or more box supporters? What's the story? Go away, bloody bugs. That's mosquito season, I suppose, as we move into summer. But yeah, please do smash like on the video, subscribe to the channel as well. We're 4369 at the moment. So let's see. I'm trying to think of what a decent target is. What do you reckon we could hit today with subscribers? You know, we're sitting on 4,370. Still getting used to the fact that we're at that sort of level. So what do you reckon we can hit today? What are we aiming for? Where do you want to be at the end of the game? Because we've been having some fantastic live streams. Also, so a week ago, this was all going very well, like we were doing now. We're having a fantastic chat, and you know, things were going well. The beer was going down well, and literally as they kicked off, my entire internet went down. However, this week we have got a safeguard in place. So if the weather, if my internet does go down, please just hang around, or if the stream seems to have gone down for a couple of seconds, please just hang around. I do have a contingency, so I will make sure that regardless of what happens, I can get back onto the stream in some sort of form or shape. Might not be with the big studio stuff like that, so you might actually have to see my little den that I do this in. But yeah, but please just do hang around if we do go down, because we will be able to get back up fairly quickly, hopefully. In theory, it's a big theory. A lot of theories going around today. 24 minutes to go till kickoff, and yeah, what are our score predictions? You know, what are we thinking, and who are the big players we need to look out for tonight? What do we think we can do tonight? What is the big sort of you know, what are those big areas and stuff that we're looking out for? I got me biltong. I got some druivors here, so I'm gonna enjoy a bit of that, and yeah, so. Just going through some of the comments here. So Craig Morgan says, cracking stuff. Grant Swartz reckons 5,000 subs by the end of the game, 6,000 long game like last week. Well, that's very ambitious. So they reckon we can get over 600 subs in the next couple of hours. Well, I'll take it. If we can hit 5,000, jeepers, that would be a hell of a stream. But let's get those score predictions in. That's what I want now. Score predictions in the comments, and let me know where you're watching from. Well, I'm going to share this link on social media and see if we can get any more people on here. Let's try and make this the biggest stream yet. Last week, despite technical difficulties, was the biggest stream. So this week, let's try and see if we can smash that. So that's why you need to try and smash that like button, so we can try and get people into the stream as much as possible. The more of you guys are, the better it is just for everyone. You know, creates more conversation and stuff like that. So smash that like button, and I want to start seeing some score predictions down in the comments. Do. Right, so Mike Hammer's going score same as last week. Satan, let's have some decorum here. Let's not put stupid stuff in the comments here, if you wouldn't mind. I'd hate for a moderator to have to mute you. Johnny I just want to say hello to Umbuti, old EP captain. Close game today. So Grant Swartz going 20 points to 18 to the box. Pete Skeet is going SA by 14. Watching in Germany, Hamburg. Fantastic. Evan van der Merwe is going 15-9 to the box. Craig Morgan's going 32-25 to the box. I'm also sort of sitting at around a 7-point margin, I reckon. Honey Null's going box 15, line 6, just like the 2007 World Cup final. Probably not a bad shout. I could never be a rugby commentator. I would be so biased, probably be fired shouting and swearing. Well, I make no apologies for the fact that there is going to be biased. I as I said, people, because I think I can't remember which game it was. I think it was the Sigma Lions game, and I had all these people in my chat. You know, be impartial, be impartial. You can't be biased. Like, what do you mean I can't be biased? Like, this is my channel. This is not Supersport. This is not Sky Sports. I'm not accountable to anyone. This is my thing. So it's a fan channel. What's the point of me sitting there going, you know, the Sharks really did well to score against Sigma Lions? Bugger that. It's my team. I'm not going to be upset. I mean, really. Come here with your impartiality. I don't have time for being impartial. If you pay me, I can be impartial, but I'm not being paid. I'm not being impartial. You know, we're here to enjoy the game. I'm not going to imagine having to try and not celebrate a try against Australia. Come on. Come on. Will you be streaming the game? No, I will not. You can't be doing that. Slowfinger reckons 3-3. Yo, I hope not. That'll be a horrible game. Lions are from Africa. We're taking our big 5-pack. Pommies drink tea. Honey and I reckons Boscombe, All Blacks, they played bad. Australia should have won, missed 6 kicks. Yeah, I heard that. I think it was in the preview that in the review that Kanye was doing earlier, he reckons that Australia could have been the better team, arguably. Mike Hammer says this is Bok bias, the rest is irrelevant. Yeah, listen, if you want to come back and talk about being biased, then I'm expecting a full 60-minute video, Rassie Erasmus style, dissecting where you didn't enjoy what I did and what exactly what the story was. You know, but if you don't come in here with that sort of effort, then I'm not going to change you. If you want to release a video, put it on Vimeo. You know, dissecting my calls, then we can talk about that. I can be like World Rugby and just say, bugger you, basically. Yeah, the World Rugby response really wasn't great. No idea when that hearing's actually going to be. I would have thought it would have been this week, so I don't know what's happening with this disciplinary. We had Rassie Erasmus's lawyer, Flicky Erasmus. You can't write this stuff, really. But he says that he did not leak the video and that it was, you know, that whoever did wasn't Rassie Erasmus, so he can't be held liable for doing it. I mean, it's a brave call to try and make that call, but hey, you know, I suppose you have to prove it. Hey, proven to innocent until proven guilty. The Blacks played badly this morning. So Stank Baby said yes, once Vin. So he reckons the Boks are going to take it. Yeah, well, the subs are coming in. The subs are coming in. I reckon we could potentially hit 4,400 before kickoff. When we could do that, then I reckon we maybe Grant Swart's call of hitting 6,000. I mean, 5,000 could be on the cards. We'd have to really start sort of motoring them in at some stage. Mike Cameron says Rassie is the man. Coin toss. Yeah, so I'm busy sorting out my screen and stuff like that now. So I'll just sort out my sound so I can make sure I get the sound. As Grant Swart says, hit like for biased bot commentary from Stephen. Yeah, you know, look, I try not to be like over the top, to be fair, but I'm not going to not celebrate a try because to try and be impartial. Not about that life. Life's too short to be impartial. Slowfinger says I've got to go to a party now, so I'll be really rude and watch your channel on my phone and drink all their beer. I love that. That is dedication. Shout out to Slowfinger. Richie Guy says staying up later in Thailand. Wish I was back home with family to watch the Boks take the series. Hope everything's well in Thailand. Yeah, I've been to Thailand actually. Cool place. Cool place. Go out there and get some fake football shirts. Shall we go? It's time, Sunny now. Yeah, we're getting there. We are getting there. Boka 24-16. Right, well, we're over 300 people, so we're going all in the right direction at the moment. So let's just keep subscribing if you're new. Let's see if we can try and hit 4,400 before kickoff. That would be really, really cool. And then after this, I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm going to wake up tomorrow and I'll probably just cry, to be honest, because this was it. This, when we started the channel, when we started doing this, it was all about, let's start doing Curry Cup, let's do Super Rugby, and let's sort of, maybe we'll do something quite cool for the Lions tour. And here we are, 4,386 subscribers later, over 300 people watching. Couldn't never have imagined we would have grown this quickly. Genuinely, like, I was sitting there thinking, if I could hit 1,000 subscribers in a year, that'd be quite cool. We can move towards it. And yet we've been less than a year since we uploaded our first rugby video, and we're closing on 5,000, which is pretty incredible. It's all thanks to you people. We've got a brand deal, which I'm so frustrated that we can't launch today. I was really, really keen to launch today because it's we're going to have so much fun with it over the next month. And we need your help to make sure that we can continue having the fun. But we'll be launching that on Tuesday. So we will have a Lions Series award show. So we usually do news shows pretty much whenever I can during the week. We try to go live at least 2 or 3 times during the week, not even apart from games. Just for a general chat, talking about the Springboks, talking about World Rugby, talking about what's going in and around the world. So we'll be live next week, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, probably not Friday, but we will be live on Saturday for Argentina. So we'll have 3 live shows next week. So next week, Tuesday, is going to be the one we're going to launch out that brand partnership, which is going to be really, really cool. So make sure you come and join us on Tuesday. In terms of the plan of action, we are 15 minutes away from kickoff. So the next 15 minutes, this is what we're going to do. Well, in the next couple of hours, the next 15 minutes is all about getting your pre-workout in. Get your beers cold, get sorted, get your ice and your brandies. Sort yourselves out. Get the biltong sorted, get the chips sorted. Make sure the braai's looking good, or you've got the chocolate, you're ready to light the fires. Let's get that sorted in the next 15 minutes. Don't go away, by the way. Stay here. But that's what you got to do for the next 15 minutes. As Matteo Reynal comes off on the screen, listen, mate, don't have time for you tonight. Good game from the referees. But that's what we're doing for the next 15 minutes. And then for the next 2 hours, we're going to sit here, and both supporters are going to basically sit here and panic for the next 2 hours. And we're going to react, we're going to swear, we're going to cry, we're going to laugh, we're going to celebrate, hopefully. And we're going to have a great time. And then after that, when we finish what should be around 8 o'clock, could be after, depending on how long the game will take, we then move straight to our player rating show, which will take place about 15 minutes after the final kickoff. And that what we're going to do is we're going to rate every single one of the 46 players that we'll take to the park today. Give them a rating between 1 and 10, and sort of discuss which players really impressed us and stuff like that. So that's the plan of action. That is the plan of action. So I'll be taking you from here up until about 9:30. You're with me. You're with me. I'm in the driving seat. You've heard the song from your nice supporters. Ollie's at the wheel. While Steve's at the wheel for the next couple of hours. We're going to have a pretty great time. Busy watching pretty cool some graphics. I actually haven't seen this advert before. Got a Springbok running away from a lion. I mean, I'm a bit confused as to where they're going to go with this, because it's not like the Springbok's going to just turn around and like stab this guy or something. Oh, he's running into him. That's great. Well, it's cool animation. I'm not quite sure what the storyline was too, but Francois, I said before, the quality of live streams really boosted the subs on this channel. Thank you. Oh, well, it's all thanks to you guys. If it's just me talking to myself, it doesn't make for very entertaining viewing. But when you guys are there viewing the conversation, life is good. How does the brand deal work? Is it with YouTube? No, it's not with YouTube. It's with another brand that's just launched in South Africa. They're an international brand, and so they want to work with us for the next month, and then potentially even further than that. So I'll tell you more about that on Tuesday when we launch it. But it's very, very cool. How my nerves are going to hold? Aren't going to hold. Yeah, my nerves are absolutely nowhere. Unfortunately, I have to deal with English comms. Thanks for setting this up. Yeah, well, don't worry. Come join the Saffers. We've got some guys in the UK. We are about 90%. Actually, I think we're only about 80% Saffers on the live streams. We're more. Across the channel, we're actually about 60%. My fear is if the Lions win, they will go to Australia, whitewash them, and then head to New Zealand. I lost in almost 20 years. It's a very good point, actually. It's time. It's not quite time. It's almost time. Let's just weird advert, that animation. That was a bit odd. I was a bit interested to see where the storyline was going to go. Springbok versus Lion doesn't usually go well, especially when they're running straight at each other. But look, if it works, it works. We are over 4,400 subscribers. So thank you so much. Well, there we go. We've hit the first target. The next target is, can we get, Ground Swartz reckons we can get 600 subscribers in the next 2 hours. So I'll be very impressed if we can do something like that. But you know what? We've just seen an animation, so stranger things have happened. But yeah, so 11 minutes to go. I'm going to have this Biltong, and then we're going to chat about the teams. Right, here are your teams for today. We'll start with the Springboks. So at 15, Willie Leroux keeps his place. It's an unchanged backline up until number 9, which means it's Cheslin Colby and Makazole Mapimpi as your 2 wings. Makazole Mapimpi man of the match last weekend. Your centre pairing, arguably the best centre pairing in World Rugby at the moment. Lucanio Damien Delende. Andre Pollard continues at flower half. Looked much better last week. Kubus Reinach is the new face at number 9. Big game ahead for him. No Faf de Klerk, who is ruled out with injury. Jasper Wiese keeps his spot in the number 8 jersey, but Franco Master has shifted to the number 7. Sia Khaleesi, brilliant last weekend. He will captain the side at number 6. Louis Diago moves into the starting lineup. He's got Evan Etzebeth next to him, and it's the same front row of Frans Malherbe, Bongi Manambi, and Stephen Kitsop. Then on the bench, Malcolm Marks, Trevor Nyakani, and Vincent Koch will be the reserve front row. Markham and Stard and Kwaka Smith are your other 2 forward replacements, but a 5-3 split, which will mean Herschel Yankees, Morne Steyn, who comes onto the bench, and Damien Willemse will cover the back line. So we've got kicking options there. We've got a little bit of everything on the bench, really. Not a bomb squad in terms of the way that we have traditionally used it. For the Lions, quite a few changes, and quite a significant one is at the back, with Liam Williams coming in at number 15. Josh Adams in the number 14 jersey. 2 changes there in the outside 3. Then Robbie Henshaw shifts to outside centre to make way for Bundy Aki, who comes at inside centre, the hard-hitting Irishman. Duan van der Merwe keeps his spot in number 11, as does Dan Bigger in the number 10. But Conor Murray drops out, and Ali Price comes in at number 9. The Scottish scrum half is in very good form. Jack Conan is the number 8 jumper. They've got the same loose trio of Tom Curry and Courtney Laws, the 2 Englishmen next to him. It is the same lock combination we've seen in both tests, Adam Wynne-Jones, and the first test man of the match, Mauro Itoje, who was quite disappointing for a lot of Lions fans last weekend. The front row has also been tweaked. Tyke Furlong keeps his spot. However, Ken Owens comes into the starting lineup while Wynne-Jones is back from injury on debut in terms of test matches for the Lions today. Then Luke Cowan-Dickey and Marco Vinipola, as well as Carl Sinclair, will be the replacement front row, coming off the bench, an all-English replacement front row. Sorry, ignore that outcome of disciplinary hearing. I just copied this earlier. He passed. That's the main thing. Then Adam Beard comes to the side, which is quite interesting, as well as Sam Simmons. So going with a bit more sort of impact players and a bit more pace off the bench. And then Conor Murray, Finn Russell coming into the side, which is a very interesting call, very expressive, very sort of maverick style player. And Elliot Daly will play in every single Lions match across the entire tour, which is a pretty impressive feat, actually. And I think quite surprising for somebody who people probably weren't sure he was even going to be in the squad, let alone playing every single match of the tour. But yeah, so where we go. Hello, Jamie. Beautiful trophy. Yeah, it's cool there. I really like the trophy, and it's cool that there is a trophy to play for. Biltong versus Potrost. The ad is not as weird as the Rusty cryptocurrency ad. I know that Luna one. I hope we see some Colby magic today. Sick in that. Go Boca from Santiago, Chile. Boca. Does it start 15:15? No, it starts at 6, so we will have kickoff in 8 minutes. The fireworks are on, so they're going to keep that going for 20 minutes. That'll be expensive. I forgot to ask, did they agree on the extra time? I don't think there was anything about I saw Gatton talking about it. I haven't heard anything that there will be. I don't think there will be, as far as I know. So if you guys have seen something, let me know in the comments. But I haven't seen that they have agreed to anything like that. So Patrick Jacobs says his prediction is Boca by 18 plus. Yup, he's gone big. Franco Moster has quietly accumulated 42 caps, by the way. That's quite impressive. Damien Delende, of course, had his 50th appearance today. The third person. We had Paul on the first one. We had Paul on the second one. And then now Damien Delindi, who gets his 50th cap. It's a good side, eh? It's a good side. It's funny how few caps you like. So Marcus Roma, Pimpy, Ches, and Colby Lacanya they've all played 16 or 17 caps. So not particular. I mean, they're not massively experienced. On the bench, it's only Trevor and Steyn have got 40 plus caps. Williamson 9 caps, Yankees 13 caps, Quacker Smith 9 caps, Van Staden 4. So not too much experience, but in terms of international. But yeah, it's a decent bench. I think Warner Stain's obviously a very big call. To be able to come on that sort of that 75th minute and try and sort of change the game. But your match officials today are Matthew Reynolds, and he'll be assisted by Ben O'Keefe and Nick Berry, and Maurice Jonker will continue to be the TMO and continue being absolutely slandered and taken apart and abused by everyone and their dog. But yeah, so we're over 700 people, so this is already heading towards being potentially the biggest live stream ever. So let's go. No Mark Torchi, we will not be streaming the game. We cannot stream the game. If you see a YouTube channel streaming the game, it's the equivalent of walking into a store and stealing an iPhone. You know, it's that illegal. Right, well, here come the Lions. Tom Curry's forgot to take his tracksuit pants off, but everybody else looks pretty ready. 12th test cap here for Alan Wynne-Jones. He's played in the last 12 tests for the Lions. What a player is Alan Wynne-Jones. You have to respect him. Whether you rate him or not, I mean, if you don't rate him, I'm not quite sure what your reasoning could be, but what a player, what a man. So far, he's played... now it's gone away. I was going to tell you some stats. Brendan Stokes, I bet 90. Patrick Jacobs said, I told you guys last week that block about 16. I won big bucks, laughing all the way to the bank. Your game is a bit in front of mine. Yeah, so I'm about half a second off DSTV. So if you're streaming, if you're on an app, the app's usually about 30 seconds behind. DSTV now on a browser can be anything to flipping 90 seconds behind. It was the worst thing back at Raised Varsity, where we would stream in our room and people would watch in the common room. And we'd hear a celebration, and you sit there in suspense of who scored, what are we going to see, who's going to ruin it for us. Good times. Good times. Hey, we're world champions. Tell them. Here comes Damien on his 50th test. In the meantime, it's time to get my scoreboard up. Kickoff, that was the man who got their 50th. Right, there we go. Springboks, British Lions. You're at the Cape Town Stadium. It is almost time, ladies and gentlemen. Get pumped. Pray for your internet to work. Crossy, don't even try and put that in the air. But as I said, we do have a contingency plan. So if we go down for a couple of seconds, please don't go away, because we will come back with what else we've got worked out. So don't stress. We will have something else. We've got 3 impies out there. These guys are jacked. My goodness. Well, if he gets some injuries, chuck that guy at 8th man. Yeah, there he is. See Khaleesi singing and clapping his way. That's when he plays his best. When he's relaxed, when he's in a good space. There's Roscoe, my boy. Here we go, boys. Here we go. There's the trophy. The trophy's out. Woo-hoo-hoo. It's almost time, gents. It's almost time. And ladies. Please keep smashing that like button. Big hug there between Sia and Bongi. Come on, the boys. Come on, the chaps. I haven't been this nervous or pumped for a game since the World Cup. And the World Cup was next level. Ba-da-ba-da-ba. Do you think Gatlin will retire after this loss? Hey, we don't do that. We don't put things like that in the internet. I'm busy reading comments. We don't put that stuff out there in the world. We pretend that we haven't. Let's not count chickens before they hatch. Let's not put things out like when they lose. We've got a long 80 minutes ahead of us. Do you have fiber internet? Yes, I've technically got 100 meg download, 100 meg upload. Speech should never be the issue. The problem is it was just dead last weekend, like dead. which is frustrating. But we've got, as I said, we've got a bit of a contingency, so hopefully we'll be fine. We're now reading an anti-racism message, and then we'll have the national anthem, and then we'll get underway. 4,424 subscribers. You people are so cool. I mean, we could be hitting 4,500 before kickoff at this rate. David Lindy is amazing. Agreed. New Jenny Boy says, Super Sport commentary in the bin, Fair Sports watch along on full. I love that. That's what you do. Turn off Matthew Pierce and listen to me. Daniel Rothenberg says, come on, Bokke, thanks for this. Listening to radio and from the UK, don't want to spend £30 on our TV to watch the match. It's quite a lot of money, eh? It is a lot of money. It's the biggest thing I'm dreading about when I eventually decide to get my life together and go out and take on the real world, is having to try and pay for DSTV. So this is why you guys need to become members, so I can have DSTV. There we go, the best national anthem out there. It's certainly a different type of rendition, to be fair. I think it's the Ndlovu Youth Choir, I'm assuming, from the looks of it. I didn't see if there was a notification, that's what it looks like. Yeah, I see with the water. Let's go! Well, there we go. The national anthems are done. Big roar from Sia Khaleesi. I don't think as a player you could get more pumped in a game like this. Listening to that anthem, I mean, it's interesting rendition. I'm not quite sure about the drums and the accompaniment there, but it's one of those things. It's oof. But here we go. And the first thing that comes on, as always, Sister Bettina down in the stadium. Here we go. Just seconds away from kickoff. Right. Let me just give them the comments I might have missed. Let's go, boys. I'll let my buddy subscribe to your channel because I'm a big fan. Thank you, Alan Jonathan Vake. Appreciate that. No, this sounds like when the Rasta sang the anthem. No, listen, nothing will ever hit that. Who gets man of the match today? I'm putting my cock on the block, and I'm saying Franco Mostert. You told you taking the knee. My guys nicked it in abracadabra and disappeared. Tyler Fence says, I'm drinking a black label and just had an extraordinary joint. Come on, Bokke. Well, there you go. Do you think it's a coincidence that the Lions took out two of the Boks' most influential players in Faf and Peter Steph the Toy? Peter Steph the Toy was probably more sort of intentional if there was an intentional one. But anyway, I'm going to prepare to make sure my clock is stuff is all ready. We're over 1,000 watches, people. First time ever. You guys are brilliant. Just want to say right now before we go, thank you. We apologize for any language you might hear over the next couple of hours. Let's go. Dan Bigger. The clock's on. He's gone very high. He's gone down the middle. And first touch of the ball for Franco Mostert is number 7. He's taken it on the air. He's not. Well, he kind of was. But no penalty or anything like that. Kobus ran off first touch. Jasper Visa first carry of the ball. There we move, chaps. There we go. Kobus Randolph's first box kick of the match. That goes pretty high. It will be pretty contestable. Liam Williams. Oh, Colby's all over that. Thank you. Colby turns it around. Liam Williams getting that completely wrong. So Springboks have won back possession just by the halfway line. Pollard now going to Billy LaRue. Now Billy LaRue goes to the boot. This time Makazolama Pimpy will chase. And it's very well taken on the air by Dan Bigger, but spilled forward, so we've got a knock-on advantage. Sorry, knock backwards, I think, was the call. Springboks, because the one Toja wrapped it up, and they've got possession. Now goes Ken Owens, puts his head down. That's a big tackle by Francois Herbert. The fridge. Addy Price goes to Wyn Jones, his first game, first test match for him. Now Courtney Lords. That's a nice hit on him from Franco Mostert. Ali Price going down the blind side to Elman Jones. Wrapped up by Kobus Reinach and Jasper Wiese. Right, here we go. Here comes Ali Price's left boot. A couple of players dropping back. Now he blockers here. That's the one thing we didn't do very well, is block nicely. But Pollard has spilt that. Backwards. No, forwards. He's lost forward, and Jasper Wiese's in front of him and conceded an early penalty. So that's really not a good penalty to concede at all. That's very frustrating. Wiese shaved the moustache. That's why he looks different. Ooh, he's very flat. Well, it's big celebration there from Ali Price. It's a very frustrating penalty to concede that in front of. But yeah, so let me try and go some of the comments, but it will be quite difficult to sort of keep up. So forgive me. So Adrian Young says South Africa's going to win. Can we see your screen? I can't show the screen. Q has Radius Blitch, 1K. Where can we live stream? Check the comments. I've got all the stuff you need there. Can you do a Hugh Bladen impression for old times? Well, if we score, we can go into the corner, the classic. You deserve more subscribers. Thank you. Well, Dan Bigger has shanked the first kick for the 3-pointer. So cheers, boys. That's an early let-off. Dan Bigger pulling that left. So that's quite useful. Archie is back with Munster. I know it's his contract, but what was the point in naming him when he clearly wasn't ready to play whatsoever? Didn't get a single minute. Yeah, I think that they just decided not to try and rush him and just really come back. But anyway, Andre Pollard with the restart. And Itoja's gone up. It's gone straight through his hands. And Duan van der Merwe has been driven back by a couple of defenders. So a bit of a messy win back from the Lions. But the important thing is that they do have it for them. Big miss from Bigger. Bit of alliteration there for you. If that was Pollard, I'd be doing my nut in this sort of game. All right, Elman Jones taken on by Mongie and Kickoff. On the half, just inside the half of the Lions. They go back to Bigger in the pocket. He goes up in the air. Quite a few Lions chases there. Pollard, that's a much better take under the air. But where's it's spilled at the back. Jasper Wiese is cleaning up. No moustache from Jasper Wiese. So he's a little bit lighter. And a penalty for high tackle. That's better. That's it. Bundy Aki, welcome to Test Match Rugby. High tackle, thank you. We'll kick our way into your half. Bro, don't drink too much. I made no promises. This is a stressful environment. Yeah, Bundy Aki here. You just see right by his elbow going quite high there on Jasper Wiese. Definitely a penalty. Pollard will kick his way onto the 10-meter line inside the Lions' half. So it's a nice start from the box. Dan Bigger putting it to the left. Now getting our own penalty. We can go to the opposition half and go into the Lions territory and see what we can do. Oh, you do commentary? Great. Now I can switch off the radio. People have wanted me to do it more. That's straight. Come on, man. That's such a poor thing to concede. Bongi Manambi going to the front of the line to Franco Mostert, and it's not straight. So that's pretty poor. Frostberg was a double door fridge and both doors are open, 100%. That's so skew, Bongi. I don't know what was that. What was that, mate? Well, first scrum of the day. Here we go. On the 10-meter line towards the right-hand side, inside Lions territory. That's a very, very well. I think early nerves is what we're seeing from both Bigger and now from Bongi. Not good moments there. Not good moments at all. I just don't understand why we went short. We've got Luat Diaga. Like, you've got one of the tallest, if not the tallest lock in the world, and you don't go to him in the first lineup. So that's a bit of a strange one. But there we go. First scrum. What will we see? Oh, big scrum there coming from the Lions. Gone down on the far side there. It's available for Ali Price. And Bundy Aki. First carry for him, making a few meters, as you'd imagine. Quick ball. Ali Price, Courtney Laws. Runs into Luat Diaga, and Khaleesi is driven back. Oh, Price was dumbing, and it almost sort of looked like he was going to pop it up there, but Jack Conan was quite well read. Big hit on Ken Owens. Now Ty Furlong, driven back by Damon Delindi. It's good physicality from the box so far. Right, Courtney Laws. It's a big hit on him from Kickoff and Khaleesi. Khaleesi gets up Tries to counter ruck. Sucked a couple players in. Right, so now Ali Price will go to the boot. Not getting anywhere with a couple of carries there. It'll be Jasper Wiese. And he's missed it completely, but Willie LaRue has mopped up. And Pollard sees a bit of space on that, puts it to the boot. And you'll find touch inside the Lions half, just past the 10-meter line. Not particularly good take from, or attempt to take there from Jasper Wiese. And that's my bit of a worry there. We don't really have somebody who's very, very solid under the high ball at the moment. But that's a nice kick from Pollard, playing a bit of a territory game there. Very good defense so far. Very good defense. And if you can try and keep that up, then they're going to be forced to go to the boot more and more and kick away attempt and possession. Courtney Law's going up. Big counter shove at the more, and it's broken apart. And Tom Curry gets away from Frans Moherber, spins away from Damien Derlendi. Now Price goes to Furlong. Nice hit on him from Jasper Wiese. Struggling to find some gain line here are the Lions. Ali Price goes to the boot now. It'll be Pimpy up against Josh Adams. Falls back once again for Billy LaRue, who read it nicely. Needs a bit of support, and it comes in the form of Loet de Jager, Kickoff, and Frans Moherber. Now Reinach goes to Jasper Wiese. Here comes Frans Moherber with a bit of a blocker. We're going to see Kobus Reinach now. Right, he'll return the favor. He goes up. Marcus Lorma Pimpy's chasing hard. It's Ali Price. Ali Price is wrapped up by Pimpy. They're up quickly, but the Lions players come back, so they managed to keep it there. Yeah, and Etzebeth has turned that over. It was out. It's been turned over by Etzebeth. That's very well read by the number 4. Whenever you see him doing that, all you're doing is rolling your eyes, waiting for the penalty. But we've won the scrum. Eben Etzebeth, well read. I don't even know if he can read, but he read that like a book. So that's a good job. I mean, he's explained my match here, NL. Said that you didn't bind. Therefore, you're not part of the ruck. Therefore, the ball is out. And Eben Etzebeth had every right to play. Yeah, Eben Etzebeth. I mean, who would have thought that of all the players to really have a good understanding of the law would have been Etzebeth? No offense to him, but I mean, let's be honest. He's not there for his brains. He's there because he's a hard trucker. But here we go. Scrum time for the Boks. A nice attacking opportunity. They're about halfway between they're sort of just past the 10, really. On the far left-hand side. Philip Sanders, the latest member of the Frere Sports Members Club. Welcome. Thank you very much for becoming a member. Please do keep smashing a like, people. That's a decent scrum. We have a reset here. Bit of pressure there, I think, from the Lions. Wyn Jones, big game for him. Says your commentary is spot on. Much appreciated. Thank you very much. That's an awful throw from Bongi. Agreed. I'm here for beer at half time. I'm running out. Nice kick. Going to be a hard game. I've just been for peas. I missed anything? Not much, to be honest. A couple of kicks, chases and stuff like that. Right, so reset scrum as the Cape Town turf takes an absolute hammering. Grant Swallow says that ruck wasn't off because that's why Eben could read it. Right, decent scrum now. Damien Derlendi, his first carry of the day. Boom. Runs into Bigger. Quick ball for Reinach. And it's Franco Mossad who gets past the first, makes a few meters. Nice carry by him. Now Pollard thinks about going, goes himself. Will get the way to Willie LaRue. Willie LaRue's inside the 22. Chesn Colby filling at scrum half. That's Wiese. Probably wasn't expecting that. But on the 22 now are the Boks. They've got an advantage as well. Come on. Pollard now going to Damien Derlendi. There's men. Play the hands. Lekanyo. Up to the 5 meter. Do the Springboks go. Now Bongi Manambi leaves it behind. There'll be a knock on. That's frustrating, but very nicely worked there. We'll go back for the penalty. This could be the first 3 points of the game. Much better. It was Franco Master with the initial break. Really good work from Pollard. He took it to the line. Saw a bit of space. Got his hands through the tackle to Willie LaRue. And the tackle not rolling away. Oh dear. This is Dion from. This is Dan Bigger. His knee's gone. I think Dan Bigger's off. Well, Finn Russell hasn't played any rugby. And I think that he's about to play pretty much a 70-minute game here. Very, very good handling there. Good tempo. And you see Chesn Colby filling it at scrum off quite quickly. So sorry, time is off. Time is off. Let me sort my clock out here. But Dan Bigger does not look happy at all, and I think this could be a substitution. I think we could see our first substitution of the game. He didn't look happy. He was writhing in pain. And look, I think if there's one person that Gatlin did not want to see come on too early, it's probably Finn Russell, who's not match. Well, he can't be match fit. He hasn't played. So this could be a very, very big moment in the game. Look, I mean, it's a very attacking substitution if Finn Russell does come on. So no movement on the bench apparently at this stage. Kevin says this game's going down to the last minute, I'm guessing. Liam says, Scottish rugby fan here. Found your channel, inspired me to get back into watching more rugby. Watched Better Store this morning. Keep up the good work. Thank you very much. Welcome. Right, so Pollard needs 6 points to reach 500 test points scored for South Africa. He's got 75% career kick success rate. And he's going to go for the 3-pointer here when we eventually get play. Pollard, Bigger's up. There's no way he can continue. You can't put weight on that knee. Yeah, they just made the call. There comes Finn Russell. You can see his knee just catches in the ground. He's being carried off. So that's not a nice side at all. That's not a nice side to see Bigger limp off. Right, so Finn Russell will have 70 minutes. So it's a big ask for Finn Russell. He hasn't played a lot of rugby. Much more attacking than Dan Bigger. So, look, it could work for them. It could work for them. I'm a massive Finn Russell fan. So he'll be on. There we go. The clock's back on. He's going to take the 3 points. Hugh says, come on, Finn, your time has come. Dan's crucially got no doubt. Yeah, didn't look particularly good. You could see his reaction immediately. You should have gone for the try. Look, I mean, it's test match rugby. You take the points on offer. Johan Human, thank you very much. Welcome to the Fair Sports Members Club, as well as Trevor Scott. Welcome to the Members Club. Grant Swartz, I think Gatlin doesn't trust Finn Russell. I think if Finn Russell was fully fit, I reckon he probably would have backed him more. But Andre Pollard straight through the middle. Right, well, there we go. First points on the board for the Springboks. Andre Pollard goes straight down the middle. He's now 3 points away from bringing up 500 Test career points. But the big news there is Dan Bigger, once again, the big and the biggers, has gone off, and Finn Russell is on. So a very different style of play immediately could be seen by the Lions. Pollard is an ace kicker, fair play, pay for nice time. Finn is not on go. Bokker says Benjamin Lowe. The Lions need the flower of Scotland today. Well, ooh, that's a good take by Lekanya. Well handled by Sia Khaleesi off the kickoff. Well, we've got our first points of the game. It's a big carry by Lourt Diaga. Interesting that the Lions have gone quite central off the kickoff. And we just saw Lekanya taking it there. Right, Kobus Reinach going quite far, won't be contestable. So Finn Russell touches it, brings in Liam Williams, who spots a gap. Eventually runs to Jasper Wiese. It's a big hit on him on the halfway line. And it's been turned over by Jasper Wiese as well, but illegally so. So it's a penalty not releasing from Jasper Wiese. So after all the good work, then concedes a penalty. That's frustrating. That's frustrating. And look, Finn Russell, I don't think he's going to be going. Yeah, they're going to go for the line here, are the Lions. It's on the halfway line. It's not a great kick from Finn Russell at all. He's popped it over. Yeah, and Dan Bigger going straight down the tunnel. So that's not a good look for him. Well, we wish him well. Never want to see an injury. Good early run here by Liam Williams. Gets away from from Mapimpi, but it's a huge hit by Jasper Wiese. To be fair, the ball comes loose here from Jasper Wiese. So they said he doesn't release it, but I think his argument is that oh my goodness. Well, Franco Master looks like he's been on the set of 300. He's got blood everywhere. Goodness me. Well, we can see the physicality. Liam Williams has already got a shiner. Alan Wynne-Jones has already got a little bit of red around his ear. Franco Masters is pouring down with blood. Pollard will be key for today's win. Agreed. Normally team get first points of game lose. I predicted 12-25 Lions, 4 pens for SA, couple tries Lions. Agree on Pollard. Delendi needs to run harder. Russell, 100%. No, I can't show the game. And no, thanks to the commentary, Steve-O. It's a pleasure, Kirsten. It's a pleasure. I hope you enjoy it. Yeah, so you will see a replacement. Franco Moss is going to have to go off and get that that cut attended to. So Quokka Smith on the field, on the flank there. We'll see Franco Moss again. He's running off. He'll probably get a couple of staples or some stitches, and he'll be back on the field in no time. But two early subs here from either side. And it's a short-term penalty for the Lions, which is actually not a bad result, because they're going to have to go for a scrum here because they're not going to they can't go to the line out there. So his numbers were the issue, which is pretty poor from the box. But a scrum could almost be a better. I don't know. Alana was pretty decent. Alana defense. So we will have a scrum here. Except I can't show the game. It's very illegal to show the game. You're the best, Frere. Thank you, Calvin. And Elga Guy, welcome to the Frere Sports Members Club, the latest member. If you'd like to become a member, get access to some emojis and your special badge and stuff like that, and a whole bunch of other perks. The link is the pinned comment. Really cool to see so many more members coming onto the stream. Right, here we go. Scrum time. We haven't seen too much difference in the scrum. So the British and Irish Lions won a big scrum. Obviously, a bit lighter here on the box with the Franco Moss, and that ball is right underneath the prop's feet. Right, it's gone straight down, so we'll have a reset. Yeah, so no intention to hook there from Ken Owens, just trying to go to each other, and it was pretty solid there. So where's the ball in the field? So we're on the right-hand side by the 22, inside the 22. I'm having an aerial view of this, yeah. So it looks like it's a bit I'm coming in. Once again, I wanted to have a look at Tom Curry, who seems very quick to be towards the loose edge, yeah. Ooh, Tag Furlong had his Wyn Jones had his elbow on the floor there. So we're about 5 meters short of the 22 on the right-hand side of the field. The Lions, as you'd imagine, set up pretty much all to the left. Josh Adams sitting behind the scrum. That's a big scrum from the Lions, and that's a penalty to the Lions. This could be 3-0. Well, there we go. We've been waiting to see what will happen in scrum time. First penalty, first blood goes to the Lions. It's against Stephen Kickoff. So Nick Berry has made the call from the side. So this could be 3-3 at this stage. Yeah. Finn Russell is waiting for his tee. Yeah, you can see Stephen Kickoff completely losing his bar and going straight down there. It's the right call. Tyke Furlong is backwards there, so he's not happy with life. The life of a tight head. Why would you do it to yourself? Why? Why would you do it to yourself? Goodness me. Which team do you want to win? Mate. I'm not wearing this just because one of these two is playing. These are my boys. Right, so not a particularly difficult kick for Finn Russell. So we'll probably level things up here. He's kicked 4 from 4 when he has played so far this series. And as you'd imagine, straight down the middle. So a bit better than Dan Bigger's first attempt. 3 points apiece. First blood. The Lions in terms of the scrummaging. But, early days. I think even the first scrum, it almost looked like Wyn Jones lost his mind a little bit. So it should be quite a nice competition here. No. Let's not have issues with the stream now. So they've gone towards the right-hand side of the kickoff. Itoja's gone up. Trying to get him all. It's a decent drive here. Jack Conan has burst away. He goes to Adam Jones. He gives inside to Ken Owens. Ken Owens looking for a running. Brought down by Quokka Smith. Good break there from the Lions. Quick ball there from Addy Price with a rush defense. Finn Russell goes with a kick pass. Brings in Josh Adams. Bakazoma Pimpy. Well, it's really good from the line. That's a big hit. They're up to the 10-meter line on the far right-hand side. Finn Russell with a bit of innovation immediately. Duran van der Merwe picks up and goes. Runs into Damien De Lindy. Now Tom Curry puts his head down. Quick ball to Addy Price. Now Finn Russell inside ball. Well read. This is the thing with Finn Russell. Such an exciting player. He's already kick chase, looking at inside ball. Another inside ball that's Courtney Laws. Now sniping is Addy Price. Now Finn Russell waiting for a bit of gap. Open up. He's driven back. We've got a high tackle. We've got another penalty advantage. So the discipline from the box killing them. Another inside ball to Courtney Laws off Tyke Furlong. Itoja in the box defense looking a little bit sparse at the moment. Duran van der Merwe going quite lateral. So we'll go back for the high tackle. So Tom Curry is down, by the way. It looks injured. Siak has also stayed down. So it's a high tackle, but Finn Russell is already looking very, very sharp. Couple of inside balls there. We saw a bit of a kick pass. So one imagines they'll go for the other three. No, they're going to go for the corner here. Are the Lions? They're going for the 7-pointer. Well, it's a big call here from the Lions. They're turning down the 3. Finn Russell's gone. It's a very good kick towards the corner. It will be on the 5-meter. Really good break earlier by Jack Cronin. Very nice handling. Inside ball to Ken Owens. Some good slick handling there. And that's kind of what we've expected to see a bit more here. So it's a good start here from the Lions. They're looking good. Springboks defense. I mean, Josh Adams was splitting things apart for a big hit on him from Andre Pollard. So it's Eben Etzebeth whose arm slipped up on the tackle of Finn Russell. And Marco Vestano's warming up. It looks like Khaleesi's going to go. I don't know what happened here. Literally, as he went over to steal that ball, he stayed down. So it's another injury to Khaleesi. He's strapping it up. He doesn't want to go off. No, he's not going off. He's strapping it up, but he said he's fine. So Marco Vestano was ready to come off, but Khaleesi wants to carry on. You gotta love it there. So yeah, so the kicking coach of the Lions, Neil Jenkins, is saying that they need to hurry up with the medics. Like, mate, we just wait how many minutes for blooming Dan Bigger, but now we must hurry it up. Well, they've gone short here. Looking good here so far is the Morphin Lions. Eventually, a couple of Springbok players pile in. It's a messy maul. Starting to break apart. This will be a try. Ken Owens is over. Try time, and the maul works for the Lions. It paid off. They decided to go to the corner, a bit like the first test where they backed themselves. They went to the corner, and that's a big, big moment in the game. 18 minutes gone. Ken Owens starting the test, gets his first try. And they were just very patient there were the Lions. They had them all set up. The initial defense was pretty good, but eventually it just sort of splinters apart for the Boks, and the Lions go over. So the first try of the game goes to the men in red, and the Springboks under a lot of pressure. You can see it just sort of to the side there, and there was a numbers game. You know, far too many players who were busy committing in non-production, and the momentum was too good. They're really, really good more there from the Lions. It was interesting that they went short of the line. I'll show it to you Mario Toja at the front. I think we might see that quite a lot. You know, with Luat Diaga, it's a very good line of options. So right, so 3 points to 8. The kick's still to come. It's not the most difficult kick. He's about 5 meters in from the left-hand side. As Finn Russell, he's got a 100% kick success rate so far in the series. He looks like he's ready to play this, Finn Russell. He looked pretty sharp in those first couple of exchanges when he got the ball. And time for another beer. Yep, that's a really good kick there from Finn Russell. So he brings up the extra. So the British Irish Lions open up a 7-point lead after 20 minutes. Backing themselves, going for the corner, going for the try. Their maul's been really good the entire tour. And I mean, it's one of those things that the Springboks also pride themselves on. But I think that intention there means that the Springboks might also have to start going there. Right, so Franco Mostert is back on the field in place of Quacker Smith. That's a huge hit there. I think it's Jack Conan, the man who's underneath it. I wouldn't panic if you're a South African fan. It's 20 minutes. It's only 7 points. Oh, Ali Price has slipped on that kick there. Jasper Wiese underneath it. And it's a penalty to the Lions. Number 7 for blocking. Well, shielding is the call. So the Springbok discipline not going particularly well. Franco Moss has been penalised for shielding. He's not particularly happy with that call. And Finn Russell finds touch on the 10-meter line inside the Bok territory. So he changes line as Franco Mostert. Dylan van der Merwe very much in the face of the South Africans. Might catch a slap later. I would appreciate that. Right, Bundy Aki almost found a half gap there. It was an uncontested line out back towards Jack Conan. They're trying to set up more here. Jack Conan waits for a couple of support. So here come, they're trying to set up more here are the Lions. So far not going anywhere. Yeah, through the middle though. The ball's stopped at the top and it's a knock on. Yeah, thank you. Did they just try the move on us? I mean, what are you trying to do? Just trying to set up more in the middle of the park as Jack Conan. And Yevon Etzebeth came through the middle and the ball's dropped down the middle and it'll be a scrum for the Springboks. So that's a nice moment there. I'm going to make this count. Yeah, you see, and for all that people talk about the Springboks talking about the referee, and the Lions raised a lot the fact that the game gets slowed down by medics and stuff like that, and the medic has just been sent off by Mathieu Reynolds. And I can understand the concept, but I did find it amusing that after waiting about half an hour for Dan Bigger to go off, rightly so, he done his knee, that there's now complaints about medics being on for injuries for South Africa. Lions wanted more. I wouldn't panic. It's 22 minutes. We almost scored in the first 5 minutes, and then you would have said the Springboks win it more. Yeah, you got to wait for the first half to see. One try, and we're right back in things. Game shifts in strange ways. Reynolds gone to the boot there. A bit of a strange call. Went to the right-hand side and went for the grabber. It came off a Lion's foot, so it will be a Springbok line on the halfway line. Much better scrum there. Pretty solid. Pretty solid scrum, yeah. Not much going down. Etzebeth lost his bind, but the ball had already been used. So Bongi Manambi, come. No time to go short here. Let's bring in Loot Diaga. They do go to Loot Diaga. Right, here comes the first Springbok more. Tyke Furlong is definitely not in from the middle. He does retreat back. And it's gotten down. Tripped over Alun Jones, but no penalty advantage, which is quite strange. You often see that. Yeah, here comes the penalty advantage. The penalty advantage to the Springboks. He wasn't going to give it, was Mathieu Reynolds. I think the call came from the side. Eight off his feet. Jack Conan is the call. So we'll go back for the penalty. So the penalty for the Springboks off the line. So first more, and they win a penalty, which is a nice result. Be able to kick themselves into Lions territory. They don't have much of an angle to work with. Yeah, Sirklis is getting involved. You can see he's telling them to drop back. Yeah, you see, I love that. So Sirklis, all the Lions, whenever the Lions have had the possession, they've been saying that we need to expedite the play, get the medics off and stuff like that. Now they can see the penalty, and Alun Jones and I think it was Ali Price was floating around having a word with the referee. So what is CS saying? Come, let's get on with the game. Stop talking to the ref. We want to get on with the game. Let's go. I love it. Tensions are high. Once again, Loot Diaga. The ball's not going much here. I reckon we're going to have a call to use it once. Shifting off to the right here. Bongi Manambi's going to have to use this. Kobus Reynolds eventually comes down. Right, so the more didn't really work there. Stephen Kitsoff will now hammer things up. In the pocket. No, Pollard goes up. A tester here for, I think it looks like Finn Russell. He's right on Liam Williams right on the edge of the 22. It's a really good take from him. He is the best under the high ball for a reason. So the Lions have gained possession back on the right-hand side in their 22. It's going to go to Jack Conan. Up early was Kobus Reynolds. Right, there comes Ali Price bringing that left. Oh, he's charged down as Ali Price. So kick charge down by Ali Price. The ball goes out into touch inside the 22. So that's a bit of an early warning there against Ali Price. Conor Murray was guilty of doing that against the Sharks, and they charged him down and scored a try. So that's really good by Etzebeth to charge that kick down. It will be a Lions line out inside the 22. But a bit better, a bit more pressure. Evan looks up for it. He's won 2 turnovers. Nice chase that down. He's looking good so far. Right, we'll definitely contest this line out. It's another short arm for not closing the gap. Oh, come on, man. Well, Finn Russell has taken it quickly and pumped it downfield. It's a second short arm penalty the Springboks conceded for not closing the gap. Right, Villaroo goes inside to Marcus Pimpy, trying to find an opening. Springboks all the way back inside their own half. Renoff goes to Pollard. Now Pollard goes to the boot. It's Finn Russell. He gives away to Liam Williams. Williams got Josh Adams outside him. He's up against a couple of forwards. Mongi Manambi does well to tackle him. Ali Price goes to Courtney Laws. The Lions have got the possession on the halfway line. Furlong at first receiver. Finn Russell going to Robbie Henshaw, running the hands. Going to Aki. He's an overlap. Johan van der Merwe. Steps inside one, steps inside another. Gets away from Eben Etzebeth. Still going as Johan van der Merwe. He gets up to the 10-meter line. It's a decent carry from him. Lions into Springbok territory here. Bundy Aki now. It's fallen badly. Khaleesi was trying to go for the ball there, but he gets taken off his feet. Going off to the right here, Courtney Laws. Please, man. They're not rolling another advantage. They've got the overlap here at the Lions. Liam Williams doesn't give it away. There's a penalty advantage here for the Lions. The penalty count really starting to hurt the box. Wyn Jones, it's a big hit on him. Jasper Wiese is all over that ball, so we'll probably go back for the penalty because he's allowed to play that. Well, it's another penalty, very kickable here from the Lions. I think it's another penalty conceded by Jasper Wiese, who's conceded quite a few so far. So what's the call? Are the British Lions going to go for the try, or they're going to take the 3-point? Tackling and rolling away is what the penalty's for. They're going to go for the line. And once again, Finn Russell has put them right up on the 5-meter line. So here comes another rolling maul. Right, so 28 minutes to go. In the red zone here are the Lions. It's not contested. It goes to Mario Toje. So here comes another maul here. Now can the box defend this one? They're splitting off to the left. Here comes the momentum. And the penalty, that's better. They've shifted the contact. Fantastic. Penalty for the box there. Shifting the contact is the call. Number 7, Tom Curry. Appreciate you. That's a big get out of jail free there. Could have been a 3-pointer. And Tom Curry has bailed the Springboks out by conceding a penalty. So Tom Curry judged to be in front and not attached to the maul. So obstruction is the call. So Pollard, he slipped there, now taking the kick, which doesn't help. So it's not a great touch found. He's only found it's about 10 meters past the 22 meters. So the box very much still inside their own territory. Yeah, you can see Tom Curry just taking out Tia Khaleesi. Not attached to the maul either. $11 minutes to go. Springboks in their own half. Just need a bit of momentum here. Just need to sort of slow things down. Time is off. Not quite sure why. So we've seen quite a lot of enterprising play so far from Finn Russell. A couple of inside balls, drawing a couple of men. See some kick chase, kick passes. He's an exciting player, Finn Russell, but what you got to do is you got to try and put him on the back foot, because when the more confidence he gets, the better he'll do, the more he'll influence the game. So I reckon David Delindian and the Chaps probably need to line up a few of them, try and put them on the back foot. Right, Towns back is on. I don't know who's down or what the story was there, why we had people on. Oh, that's a horrendous line. I mean, they've lost it. Thankfully, the Lions have lost forward. What is going on here, man? It's a horrendous line out. Not straight. I'm not sure about not straight. Well, the call is not straight. So it's a Lions scrum. I'm not sure I agree with it not being straight. It was a terrible line. You see, 2 out of 4 lineouts. That's horrendous. It's been a really, really poor performance in the first half by the Springboks. And to be honest, at this stage, I'll take 7 points. But that's two lineouts lost, 2 really poor. So Bongi Manami needs to shape up a ship off. Because that really, we can't be having that. The vice captain is Andre Pollard. So another reset scrum here. It's a very solid scrum here. It's a good platform here for the Lions to use. They do use it. They go to Price. It's a very good carry from Henshaw. Well read by Lekanya Slowed down by Damien Delindi. Lions on the front foot. Alan Jones. And Mario Tojes burst through. He's brought down by Chisholm Colby. A couple of block players, and that's a penalty. Thank you very much. Luat Diago and Damien Delindi. And funny enough, Mario Toje breaking was the worst thing that could have happened, actually, because it was very isolated. Damien Delindi over the ball very quickly. So weathering the storm here are the Springboks. Pollard gets the box up to just before the halfway line. Toje bursts through. It's a good tackle by Chisholm Colby. Just hangs onto his feet. Lindy, straight over the ball. Nutiaga helping him as well. Big moment there. Big moment. See, South Africa, 67 tackles made so far. The British Irish Lions just 19. There we go. There we go. Short on penalty for not closing the space as well against the Lions. I think they're both. I mean, there's all 3 short arms are pretty weird. I'm not sure I really enjoy it. Now, the problem with that is now we have to sort of take this and just kick it up, which is a bit frustrating because now you're just giving the possession back unless we can win this off the ground. Watson spilled forward, and Kubus Reinach has burst off it. Josh Adams not be able to take it to the Springboks, and it's a knock on in contact from Kubus Reinach. Messy game at the moment. But as I said, I don't really enjoy these short-term penalties because they're not really benefiting either side. You've got a line out, which both sides will want to line out, and then you then say, no, it's a short time, so your options are a scrum, or you can kick it. You can't kick it into touch because then you're giving possession away, or you can tap and go. So 6 penalties conceded so far from South Africa, 5 from the British and Irish Lions. Wyn Jones is down. This could be a big moment. If Wyn Jones, he's scrummed very, very well. If he has to go off here, this would be a big moment in the game. Doesn't look particularly happy. We're missing quite a lot. They're getting some treatment. I don't know. I think it's on his. I don't know if it's on his ass, on his back. He's going to get up, so I think he'll be okay to continue. Yeah, so I think. Lots of messages coming in from the box coaching staff. So we resume with a scrum. Wyn Jones is okay to continue, but didn't look particularly happy. So it'll be interesting to see how that goes, whether that might force a bit of an earlier change. Some of the comments says, we're playing them tired. Mark Francis, relax, peace. The box will come back here. We'll have a great second half. I hope so. Also, I don't think there's any reason to panic. It's only 7 points. I think they are better at the scrum today than we are. Agreed. Just believe. That says Mike Hammer. Hughes says, Mark Francis, we are allowed to dream. It's not against the law yet. And Mark Francis says, I'm not dreaming. It's going to win this. I like the confidence. Yeah, I don't think we need to panic here. It's not been a fantastic half by the Springboks, but if we go back a week ago, it wasn't a fantastic first half either. If we go back 2 weeks ago, it was a really good first half from the Springboks, and then the Lions came back in the second half. So there's no need to panic. We're relaxed. Not quite. We get there. Please, by the way, keep smashing the like button and also keep subscribing. 4,540 subscribers, so we're going up there. Next mark is 4,600. It's a good scrum. It's looking a bit of a second shove here from the Springboks. That's better. Yes, please. Scrum penalty. France Malherbe, you bloody beauty. That's the scrum we needed. That's the scrum we needed. Huge moment there. They've been under a lot of pressure, and Wyn Jones, who's just been treated for an injury, doesn't look happy. Just been out scrubbed now. Conceded a penalty. He's gone down again, as Wyn Jones. I don't see him playing too much more rugby here, by the way. He looks absolutely buggered. That's a big moment. That's a big moment. Now, what do? Do you take the 3? Do you go for the corner? I think the Lions will go for the corner. I think we'll probably take the 3. Yeah, France will have a massive pressure here on Wyn Jones. Massive pressure. Yeah, taking the 3 points here. Penalty, now we press forward, go Bocker. No worries, Steve, it's a game of 2 halves. PS, the German beer tastes really good. Well, I suppose there's one thing you can be assured of in Germany. As Pollard goes straight down the middle, 6 points to 10, much better, much better. Yeah, I'm sure there's one thing you get from Germany. It's good beer. There's all the Bock squad members. Brian says, no discipline and way too much kicking. Have you forgotten how to run the ball? Look, we won the World Cup with a lot of kicking, to be fair. Craig Gomez says, the greatest seems to be managing the box more than the Lions. I think managing is quite an interesting word. I mean, like Jasper Visa, busy like telling him exactly what to do. It's been quite strange. I mean, I wouldn't say any of his calls have been bad, but I don't really enjoy their assistant tackler. It's a penalty against the Lions. That's so frustrating. I'm not convinced they weren't assistant tacklers, though, to be fair. So penalise immediately off the kickoff are the Springboks. And all the Lions can do now is either go for the corner or they can kick the 3 points and establish that 7-point advantage. So that's really frustrating. I can't stand it. They're going to go for the corner here, by the way, of the Lions, full of confidence. I cannot stand it when you get 3 points and then you bugger at the kickoff. It is the biggest coach killer, frustration, no excuses thing in the world. To do something well and then to go and undo all your good work. I mean, we just got 3 points. Fantastic. Right. So big hit shot, Henshaw. And Josh Adams trying to hold him down. It's not a more. Josh Adams is never released there, just by the way. I think Tom Curry was allowed to play it, but there's also needs to be a word about Josh Adams not releasing. Well, we've won the line out back there. Bongi Manambi has merged from it, so that's another let off. So the Lions have had 2 a knock on as well. Bongi, you. Is that a knock on or is it? What's the story here? So we win back the ball. Bongi Manambi takes the ball into contact and knocks it on. I think Bongi might be finished today. He's lost 2 lineouts. He's just knocked that on. So Evan Etzebeth winning it back. I mean, Alan Jones having a big moment. I don't know what about. And we can't see a knock on here because of the assistant referee. Okay, well, we can't actually verify whether there is a knock on or not because they can't see it. So we're going to stick on with the on-field decision. As I said, you can't see a knock on. That's pretty frustrating that you can't see it because this has now become a massive attacking scrum for the Lions and we can't even verify whether it is a knock on or not. I mean, this is huge. Literally, the fact he had to go to the TMO means that Mathieu Reynal is now doubting whether it was a knock on. How can you doubt whether to knock on and make that call and then say to the TMO, listen, I think I might have fucked up here. They're on the 5-meter line. This is a huge moment in the game. Can you just check that it is a knock on? Well, guess what? We can't. So, yeah, it's a big call in the game. You're going to need another huge scrum here from Frans Maherba on Wyn Jones. It's gone straight to the back. Jack Coden has brushed off Kobus Reinach. Now, big hit on Mario Toje. Pick up and go to the lines. Just on the 5 meters, just beyond the 5-meter line. Going to Ken Owens. Jasper Wiese all over him. It's either trying to go for that jackal. Tad Furlong picks up and goes. Still on the 5. Now Ali Price is going to go to the right. Sees a lot of traffic, so he goes back to the left. Pick up and go. A couple of players over the ball. Come on! That's it! Sia Khaleesi and Mongi, thank you very much. And that was Ali Price, who was absolutely nowhere. Decided to come back inside. Mario Toje picked up and go. And Captain Khaleesi over that ball. Boom. Thank you very much. That's a huge penalty. Right on the brink of half-time. British and Irish Lions have taken 2 try-scoring opportunities where they went for the line. They haven't scored. 9 seconds, 8 seconds. There's 7 seconds left on the official clock. Tap this. Yeah, keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Tap it. Kick it out. Get some oranges. Get Malcolm Marks on. We move in the second half. So he's kicked directly into touch, so it won't be half-time. I'm not quite sure if we actually want to try and do something here. Maybe get out of the penalty and try and see if we can reduce the gap. But, yeah. Let's go to some of the comments. Bongi not getting the rub today. He's not playing second half, I don't think so. I think Malcolm Marks will be on quite quickly. Colby should have been sent off last week. Leon. Well, we're still going. We're still playing. You're trying to go for the rolling more. You're trying to see if you can win a penalty. Maybe try and get some more points on the board. Still going. Still walking here. Still walking here on the more. We're still going. Now we use it. He can't play the scrum off. He can't play the scrum off. Courtney Laws has grabbed Kobus Reinach. Okay, so it's gone down. They're going to call a half-time here. So that will be a half-time. Matthew, can we just call half-time? We don't have to push everybody there and say, all right, you guys all at your mark. Cool, we can go into the tunnel now. Guys, we just call half-time. Oh, we're going to check foul play. Freaking perfect. This would just sum up our day, wouldn't it? If it was going to go down, they're going to call half-time, and now we're checking foul play for a clean-out on Courtney Laws. So we're going to check foul play here. So the Lions, I think it's a Springbok clean-out, which could be a penalty towards the line against the Springboks for the Lions. That would just be par for the course, wouldn't it? Bongi is pissing me off. You're not his best game. It wasn't a knock-on. They really hate us. Well, the problem is we couldn't see it. And I've never ever seen a knock-on go upstairs. I've never seen they saying, "Listen, can you check my knock-on?" Because I'm not sure. If this is against Jasper Wiese, take him off as well. I think he's also had an absolute mess. He's about 3 penalties. Has Jasper Wiese not been good today at all? While Sia was a fantastic turnover. I don't know why we just didn't kick it out. This was just so stupid. You had a 4-point lead, kick it out, go to the corner. Right, so here's Jasper Wiese. Clean out on the ground. Yeah, there's no foul play. Guys, we can't just review absolutely everything, hey? Like, we really, really can't. It's pointless. You can't go in every single thing. Listen, Marius, there might have been a forward pass in the 22nd minute. Can you also check a high tackle in the 33rd, 34th? Just make sure that they're wearing the kit correctly and stuff like that. It's just frustrating having to go to the TMO for everything and the sun. But, yeah, it looks like it will be half-time. First initial thing there from Mathieu Reynal was that there was no issue with the clean-out there, that there was arms involved from Jasper Wiese. So no issues, I don't think. Bongi finally made up for his mistakes. He's not called Big Dog for nothing. Yeah, it was a nice moment there with him and Khaleesi. Yes, need to make some subs, be patient, lines will tire. The problem is that if you make subs too early, we kind of lose that impact. So it's a bit of a risky one because I think we have to get Jasper Wiese off, and I think we have to get Bongi off, but we can't get them off too early, or we risk not having that sort of that impact that our bench brings. They're still looking at this. There's arms. It's not a headbutt. Go into halftime. Stop mucking around. This is why games take 2 hours. There's no full play. Okay, half time. I mean, keepers, guys. I'm so glad we spent 5 minutes looking at that. What a waste of my time. I'm not getting that time back. Anyway, it's half time. It's half time. Go to some of the comments. Then I'm going to go for a bathroom break because these beers are going straight to both the head and the bladder. In the second half, Polly must stop kicking so much. Run the ball, run around. We'll get there. We'll get there. James says Visa and Bongi need to up their game, conceding stupid free kicks and penalties that's killing momentum. Agreed. The match officials are so nervous to upset the other side that they're almost biased towards them. I think it's a decent shout. Rushy kind of brought this upon us. I think Warren Gatlin. I think there's been a lot of words there. Maybe trust Bongi the second half. I think Bongi needs to have another 10 minutes. We need to get up to 15 minutes and then we offload. I told you the guys, ref wants to spoil the game. How was Laws allowed to play that ball? Yeah, I'm also a bit confused because surely Reynolds allowed to take it out and play it. That's what he tried to do. He wasn't joining them all. No more time for Bongi. He needs to come out and it looks tired. Terrible ref. Come on. Another one. What's the solution for the second half? I think the solution for the second half is to tell the refs to stop flipping and checking absolutely everything. You can't review everything. You can't ask. Maurice Jonker's a TMO. He's not the bloody ref. So stop asking him to make every single bloody decision. That's my only thing. Just stop asking them all the questions. Make a call, stick by it. If it's foul play, if it's 50-50, sure. But, I mean, I've never seen a knock-on check. They went and checked a freaking knock-on. I mean, come on. Really. Anyway, I'm going to take a very short break, go to the bathroom. Please keep smashing the like button as well as subscribing. We're on 4,558. When I come back here, 42 of you, I know there's 42 of you that haven't subscribed. There's no ways the 1,000 odd people that are watching are all subscribed. So I'm going to go, and when I come back, I'm going to sit down. It's going to be 4,600 subscribers. That's what we're going to do here. Okay. So I'll see you guys now. Please help me make that work. Smash the like, subscribe. Let's get ourselves up to 4,600 before the second half. I'm back. I'm back. We back, baby. And we did it. Hey, you beautiful people, you. There we go. 4,603 subscribers. You beautiful people, you. Thank you very much. I really do appreciate it. We're going to go through the first half now. We're going to have a couple of stats and stuff like that and sort of see where we're at with the game and stuff like that. So the turnovers, I think, are probably the biggest thing, and we'll have a look at them and stuff like that. But it's quite evenly poised here. I mean, I think that we'll probably agree that the British and Irish Lions were definitely probably the better side. But, you know, they turned down 6 points, which they didn't then get. So they could be 16-6 up, which is quite a different scoreline for 10 points to 6. So it's very, very even. I mean, I wouldn't say that it's one try, isn't it? It's 2 penalties, and the game can swift either way. So we have a look at some of the stats, and we'll talk about time where the stats going. I really don't want us to blooming Jamie Scott. I mean, really. Right, so possession so far, 69% for the British and Irish Lions, 31% from the Springboks. Now, they're used to playing without possession. They don't often play with possession. That's kind of the way that we play. So that won't worry them, but maybe the extent of that might actually worry them. Territory-wise, 74%. That's the thing. The Springboks don't want to be playing that much rugby inside their own half. 1 try to none. Meters run, 133 by the Lions, 65 by the Springboks. 16 defenders beaten, 3 by the Springboks. 4 clean breaks, 48 gain line carries to 15, 50 passes, 21, 6 offloads, 3 turnovers, 1 to 2, 14 kicks from hand from either side. So for all that the Springboks apparently do all the kicking, that's been pretty even. Tackles made, the Springboks operate an 82% tackle success rate, 69 of 84, 20 of 23 for the Lions. So we need to try and make them work a little bit more. Goal kick success rate, the Boks are 2 from 2, the Lions are 2 from 3. Ruck success rate is much of a muchness, but the line has been an issue for the Springboks, losing 2 lineouts. Bongi Manambi has not had his best day at all, really, apart from that very good win on the ground, but it's not been smooth sailing for poor old Bongi. Scrum success rate, well, we haven't lost a scrum yet, and they've lost just 1, but I think if we were honest, they probably had the upper hand in the early sort of half an hour. They've been the Lions. And then France Maherba, won a very important penalty against Wyn Jones, which is what sort of got us back. Penalties conceded pretty even as well, but the Boks are seeing a lot more penalties inside their own half, which if the Lions had maybe taken the points, could have probably even hurt us a little bit more than it probably has. I'm going to try to see some of the comments. We had quite a few. A lot of people saying it's still quite a long way to go. I agree. I mean, we've got 4 points. There's 4 points in it. There's plenty still to play for. I don't think we need to stress at all. It's 1 try, and suddenly you'll sit there saying, "Oh, that could be a momentum shift." You know, I think the important thing is that the Springboks were ready to defend. They will always be ready to defend. I think that's that's the first try. The second try they conceded in the series, but we don't concede a lot of tries generally. So. You know, it's interesting that the Lions are so adamant of trying to go after the tries for what is probably defensively one of the best sides in the world. But the bench will make a big difference. I think Finn Russell's come on. Hiccups now. And look pretty good. And I think that the problem with the Springboks is that we want to put our bench on, because I think you probably want to replace Jasper Wiese. You probably want to replace Bongi Manambi based on their first half performances. But you can't do it too early. If we put them on now at half time, we risk losing that sort of impact of being able to unload the bench in the 50-minute mark, which we had last weekend. I think, scrums-wise, Vincent Clark and Trevor and Yakani, they'll be sitting there, they'll walk into the field sitting there saying, we out-scrummed Carl Sink last week. We can do it again. So it's a big game of cat and mouse as to when you actually bring on your bench itself. Which is the biggest thing we need to negotiate. But the main thing is I want to focus on is, as Grant Swart says, please bring on the 6,000 subs. Please do keep subscribing. We're over 4,600. So if we can pull off a miracle and bring in 400 subscribers by the end of the show, then we'll be over 5,000, which would be absolutely tremendous. At the 60-minute mark, I'll be dropping the link for the player ratings, so you can go and check that out as well. And then we'll be going live for the player ratings pretty much as soon as the game is done, which will probably be around 8:30. So just I think at the moment the show is scheduled to go live at like 8:20, but it'll all depend on when the final whistle actually goes. We won't be long. We won't be too long afterwards. I'm going to try and pick out a few comments here. I'm sorry if I miss yours. There's just a lot. People say the ref's making some strange calls. It's weird the way he's been blowing the line out. I think that's been quite odd in terms of make a space, no, okay, short time. Make a space, no, okay, short time. Brendan Williams says the good news for the Lions is plentiful. They lead. They've scored the only try, and Finn Russell has added flair and tempo that was sorely lacking. However, both of the previous tests have turned in the second half, and a 4-point lead doesn't feel sufficient in the face of an inevitable second half backlash. I love that term. It's very much up for grabs. I agree. I think it's very much on a knife edge. I wouldn't say either side, whilst the Lions have a 4-point lead, I don't think either side's really got, one hand on the trophy yet. Hopefully we get a try out last week in the second half. Yeah, who remembers Raymond Potts, France and SA don't mix. But Box looked like we got no energy. Well, I think the big thing is, how deep can we take and how much can we add impetus to the second half? We haven't had ball to kick, says Berone Freya. Says we need to hold on against some. Once again, Francois, bring on the 5K. Come on, bring on the 5K. Can someone confirm 22 News 24 says France Stain, Mornestein, not France Stain, it is Mornestein. Unless there's been a late change and I just didn't pick it up. It is half time. Where we? Excited to see Stain come on, yo. So it's interesting to sort of see the sort of dynamics you got in the second half in terms of the substitutions we can make or will make. Run the ball says Brett. As Risky Matter says Peter and Franco are the best duo in the Springbok squad. Yeah, I think we are missing PJ at the toy, but Franco's been pretty solid so far. Apart from obviously when he went off because of his injury. Getting nervous here, Steve. I think we're all nervous here, chap. I think we're all very nervous. Albie says I'm only nervous because the ref is so hard to read. Mark Francis reckons Edmund's going to score a try in the second half. I think he's probably been the box best player in that first half. Stain to win the game, I hope so. Up the blocker at the moment, we can replace Jasper Wiese with Mornay Stain. Reinach needs a snipe. Yeah, I think Reinach has probably been a bit quiet as opposed to what we might have wanted to see from him. He's got a big ask to do, and it's a very interesting second half in terms of the way we negotiate our substitutions. In terms of the Springboks, who do you bring on? When do you bring them on? How do you play it? Bongi Nomi is not having the best game. How long do you do you say to him, listen, give me 10 minutes, Bongi. Go out and give me 10 minutes, please. The players are back out. Because I think 50 minutes, 55 minutes, that's when you want to start bringing on the player. That's when you want to release Trevor, you release Vincent Koch. Let's be honest, player from player, I think that front rows are pretty tight. But I think Malcolm Marx is probably the best player that's going to come off either bench, really. So some big moments. Kwaka Smith's already had a bit of a run out, so he won't be 100% fresh. But him, Malcolm Mustard, Malcolm Martz, Vincent Koch, Trevor Nyakani, the breakdown should be very interesting that last 20 minutes. But the Springboks need to hold out. They've got to go up in the next 10 minutes and just keep themselves in the game. Take this as deep as possible. The deeper it goes and the closer it goes, I kind of tend to go with the Springboks, actually. I think sides that have been together for longer can sort of get over the line. Right, waiting for kickoff here. Andre Pollard's got ball in hand. We're going to be playing right to left. Right, he goes towards the right. It's very close to the touchline. He's kicked that almost strange touch there from Andre Pollard. Jack Conan doing quite well to keep it in. I'm trying to see if we've had any substitutions. I'm not seeing any other jerseys. Jasper Wiese juggling that. Cheapers. If he dropped that, I'll tell you what, a call for his head immediately. But the box kick there from Ali Price. Well made from the Springboks. Not a great pass from Kubas Reinach, but Stephen Kitsov gets over the advantage line. Now Reinach goes to Pollard, Willie LaRue, who goes to the bench. Mapimpi, this is right up against the touch line. It comes back off the head of Bandiaki, so this will be a Springboks line. So that's actually a very nice result. Shout out to the Bandiaki's head. Right, Mark Francis, go Boko, go SA, win or lose, I'm proud of this team. Mark's improving 30% every game, almost back to his best. Springboks just hanging on. Hopefully we can change it on the second half. Here we go. Viesa's had a bad game. Yeah, he hasn't had a great one. So it's a good contest here from Mapimpi. Comes off him. Boom, off the top of the noggin of Bandiaki and out. So an early chance here to try and win a penalty So it's a knock-on actually is the call. So it'll be a scrum in the second early in the second half. Left-hand side of the field, just past the 10 meter, pretty much in the middle of the 10 meter and the 22. Let me get my clock sorted. So there we go, minute and a half in. So this is a big moment. If we can win a scrum penalty here, that would be the perfect way to try and sort of start the second half. Please smash like on the video, by the way. Please subscribe. Please become a member. The pinned comment there. So I'm going to put the link in the description once again. If you want to become a member of the channel, support the channel a little bit and help us grow, you can become a member. You get first access to videos like when we do our Fair Sports podcast, and we get guests on and stuff like that. You get first access to that. You get a little badge next to your name and a couple of other perks. You want to start doing some more sort of member live streams and stuff like that. So if you want to become a member, there's the link. You can go and join that. The clock is off after a reset. So quite a slow start here. A couple of water boys and the lights on. And it's Luat Diago. I think he's having a bit of running repairs on his boots. Right, there we go. Reset scrum. Time is back on. Let's move. Let's move. Well, it's a nice hit from the box. Yeah. Oh, somebody's gone down. Penalty. Come on, France. That's it, France. Big pressure on Wyn Jones there. He's struggling a little bit with an injury. And that's the perfect. Yeah, he's staying down as well. He's not happy. He's not happy. They're going to have to bring on a sub. They're going to have to bring on Vinopola. I don't think he can manage anymore. I think that's him, actually. Yep. That's it. Well, France Maherba has just scrummed Wyn Jones onto the bench. So there we go. Vinopola will come on for the Lions. France, we'd love to come on your show and have a chat about SA Sport. We're involved in development, youth sports, VUCA sports based in Cape Town. Yeah, please, Mark. My email address will come across the screen at some stage. So drop me a mail and we can definitely get something on. Very keen for that. It's a really fun show. Very fun. Thank you, Steve. Cool. Was that a nudge by Akio Mapimpi? I think it was a bit of a friendly one. Right. So the Springboks not taking the points. And a short-arm penalty there for no space. That's the fourth short-arm penalty we've seen. So it's closing the gap. It's the fourth, use your words, the fourth short-arm penalty we've seen for this. And I mean, you wouldn't even see a single one from these in the last one. So it's a bit of a strange situation. But it's a short-arm for the Boks. They're inside some nice territory. So I'm sure this will be a pick up and go. So they've got the chance to take the line out, so they will take the line out. David Lindy is sitting in the line. I'm not quite sure what he's doing there. It goes to Luat Diago. Takes it well. Yeah, here comes in there only more. Is this a case of anything you can do, we can do better? It's broken away. It's broken away. It's not particularly... It's quite messy at the moment. It's available. It's available. The ball's available, so I didn't get too many things, but we've got the ball available here. A couple of players coming out now. Franco Master makes the first carry. Pops out the back, so Rannick under a little bit of pressure, gets the ball out. Right, Damien Lindy, a little bit isolated. Support comes in here. Now, the important is patience here. Patience. Jasper Visa makes a bit of a line. Hit on him by Alan Jones. Inside the 22 here are the Springboks. Composure, chaps. Composure. Not in too much gain on advantage. Just even Kickoff puts his head down. It's a big hit on him. So behind the 22 line now are the Springboks. Damien De Lindy will try and get things back into the 22. Gets up to the line. Randolph goes towards the right. Franco Master saw a half gap. It's a nice carry from him. Gets himself back into the 22. Pop from Pollard. Pollard goes himself. He needs support. There's no support. The pop comes out the back. Randolph is cleaning up. He's wrapped up by Robbie Henshaw. And Khaleesi's there to make sure we continue. So we need Colby filling in at scrum half. That's not rolling, ref. That was really slow ball there from, I think it was Courtney Laws who didn't roll away particularly quickly. In the pocket, Pollard charged down. Why would you do that, Pollard? Why? And it'll be a line out for the Springboks, I think. But why, Pollard? Why would you try and chip over the top? You can see all the Springbok bench on their feet. Just why would you try and kick that? Why? Why? I don't understand the thinking there. We've come all the way back to our 10-meter there. That's really, really frustrating. Oh, dear. I mean, you see, Corey Laws is not rolling away. How is that not a penalty? So Evan Etzebeth is down here. Here we go. Leonis, we called short arm penalties, free kicks. Yeah, it was called free kicks for a long time, and these days more and more they started just calling them short arm penalties. I also used to prefer a free kick as opposed to a short arm. It's just easier to say. I'm watching the game via Sky Sports. I have to say now, here comes Quacker Smith, by the way, that Nigel Owens does not know anything about rugby. He's a bitter old man. Quite a few people haven't enjoyed what he's had to say. Been quite interesting to sort of, because some of that I quite enjoy. We all enjoyed Nigel Owens when he was refereeing. Time is off, by the way. Sorry, Ibn Etzebeth is having some treatment. Franco Moster looked like he's been in about World War 4 and 5 and 6. Right, things are back underway. We're going to resume with the Springbok line-out. So much more territory here for the Springboks. Bongi Benambi needs to make sure he hits his jumper, though. That's the main thing, which he does. They don't go for a maul, so they go to Pollard goes to Khaleesi in the midfield. Big hit on Tom Curry and Bandiaki. Bandiaki puts his arms in there illegally. Penalty to the Springboks. Love it. Love it. Big moment, and we'll take the 3, I'm sure. I take the 3 points here on the Springboks. So it's a big hit here on Tom Curry from Sia Khaleesi. And then Bandiaki hands in. Okay, I can't play that. The ruck's been formed there, chap. So a penalty to the Springboks. So Pollard will be able to kick this into a 1-point game. And it's a nice start for the first sort of 6 minutes here from the Springboks. Much better than the first half. All the territory. The important thing is to slot this and then to make sure you don't make a hash of the kickoff. No issues there with the 3 points from Pollard. He's come off the post. Oh, for fuck's sakes, Pollard. How can you miss that? Well, that's just bloody ludicrous. If we lose this game by 1 or 2 points, I'm going to fetch him in the player rating. But Pollard has missed from straight in front. And this Lions are now trying to counter-attack. Bundy Aki's gone found space on the right-hand side, left-hand side rather, after Finn Russell. And Andre Pollard, right in the middle, has hit the blooming post. That's a horrendous moment from him. I said it in the pre-thing. He's Eddie Price, what are you doing? He's left 5 points out there each game. He's just left 3 points out there, and that's a horrendous kick. Eddie Price going up to the air. It's right up against the touchline. Jasper Visa underneath it. That's a much better take. That's probably the most authoritative take he's had all day. but he gets bundled into touch. So it's not a great result, but that's much better from Jasper Wiese under the high ball. But that's really frustrating from Pollard. You cannot, as an international fly-off, you cannot miss something like that. That is horrendous. It would have been a big moment, after the momentum shift to get those 3 points, stuff like that, really sort of stamp your authority on the half. And we've left 3 points out there. So Vinopola is on, by the way. So quite important for the Springboks to try and get a scrum, or so contending for the lineup. Misses that Ebenezer. Big shove here from the Springboks on the maul. It's fractured though. Ken Owens has to use it. Ali Price goes behind. Oh, and Jack Cohen has knocked that on. So that's a really good maul defense there from the Springbok. That's a nice moment. As Jed said, that's why this is why Morning's on the bench. Yeah, because jeepers. I mean, as I said, Pollard has left 5 points out in both games, and you can't be missing kicks like those. Even the ones in the other games, you sit there thinking you've got to be slotting. It's a bit like Dan Bigger in the first half. Lions are slowing things down now. Yeah, how the tides turn, eh? He said, "What's the score? That took longer than I planned. Big Q, the sharp pen. Oh my bad, it's still the same. That was a stupid penalty to give away from Aki. Yeah, I mean, just ludicrous, really, and should have been punished. And the fact that we didn't punish him is really frustrating me. But we've got a scrum here. So first scrum for Vinopola. Morne staying on. Well, not yet, but I tell you, Pollard's going to leave another point out like that. Then we're going to definitely have to go there. It's a solid scrum there. Here comes a bit of momentum from the box. Malherba's popped up, though. We'll have a reset. Lions trying to run everything, not making any territory. It's interesting that they are trying to keep more ball in hand. It was a nice ball defense by the Springboks, so it was quite a good moment. With it sort of being a bit under pressure and Jack Cohen knocking it on. You could try and win a penalty here. Go for the 3 points or kick to the corner. I don't know what you're actually going to do because jeepers. If we miss 6 points out there, I'm doing my nut. Up the line says Bricker, how do you think the Boks will go in the Rugby Championship with how good New Zealand Oz look today? I think it's going to be very competitive. Short arm, free kick. Short arm penalty there. So that's another scrum victory there for the Boks. They're going to scrum again there. They're backing themselves. They're going for the penalty here at the Boks, and you've got to back this up because if you can see the penalty now, then it's a chance missed. But in a very good position here on the right-hand side, 10 meters shy of the 22. They're going to go for another scrum. Got to try and win a penalty here. And I personally think if you win a penalty, you go to the corner. You've had all the possession, all the territory in the first 11 minutes. You've got to try and make it count a little bit more than 3 points. But also, let's try and wear Vinopola down because he's come on before Trevor and Vincent. All right, so what's happening here? It's a pretty solid set. I don't think this is going anywhere. So Renoff is told to use it. They go to Colby, first receiver. Colby goes to Pollard, wrapping around. Pollard is wrapped up by Henshaw. He's very, very isolated as Pollard. And it's been turned over. That's so amateur, man. Come on. It's been turned over by the Lions on the 22. That's so amateur hour there. To go there, absolutely no support whatsoever. Finn Russell, it's not a great kick from him off the left boot there. Very good take off the ground there from Colby. Now he spots a bit of space out wide here. Gets away from Good Laws. Gets wrapped up by Finn Russell. Well, jeepers, this is so messy. Vinopola down now. It's a penalty. Come on, can you just get your shit in order here? Everybody's just watching them play. So we're checking a tackle here on Colby. There's a bit of afters here between the two. It might be a dangerous tackle, which could bail the Springboks out. But that was horrendous. I mean, just no one seemed to want the ball. And everybody's kind of just watching players all over each other. So we're going to review the tackle on Colby, but that was really, really poor. I mean, it was a terrible kick by Finn Russell. Could have tried and converted into a decent point-scoring opportunity, and everybody just didn't know what to do. So Finn Russell smacks Colby in the face. I think he does slip. I think it'll be a penalty. You got to go for a penalty. He does slip here, does Colby, but Finn Russell, it's force arm to the head. So it's one of those things. He does slip, but usually it's at least a penalty here. So it's foul play, which means they started red. They'll then say he slipped, so they'll mark it on. But I mean, it's literally arm to face here on Colby from Finn Russell. So I think this will hopefully bail us out of what is a really poor pasture play. So they're checking the height of the tackler here. I'm interested to see what they go with here, to be honest. Box not fine today. They miss Faf. It says Zodwa Lions 10, Boca 6. We don't want to win this. What are we doing? I'm thinking the same. It's going to be Great Clash Titans. Yeah, I think the Rugby Championship, I think that's what he's talking about. I think it's going to be really, really close. We don't quite know what sort of space is Argentina's in, but I think the All Blacks have been playing pretty well. Australia look pretty good today, so hopefully we can match that. Okay, that decision, yeah?
So obviously the red player tries to grab, but you don't make a big effort for scratch. There is a mitigation. I had the ball carrier clearly slide on the grass, but it makes the head and it's still a penalty kick from my view.
Okay, penalty. Yeah, penalty here for the Springboks. So that's a nice get out of jail free.
I'm mitigating him down, so it's a penalty kick on me and not the back. So thank you very much.
So Alan Joe's not happy, but that's a penalty, so that's really useful because it wasn't a good pass to play from the Springboks. You kind of just sort of stop playing. But they've got a penalty, and I think you have to go for the corner here and try and get some momentum. We need some points here. Right, so Kwaka Smith's on for Loot Diaga. So Franco Moss is back in. And then Kern Owens is off for Luke Cowan Dickey. So 2 new front rows on for the Lions. Just nothing working today for the Boks. James says, every time we start gaining momentum, we keep making silly mistakes. Need to be more clinical. Agreed. This is not the game we wanted. Still time to go. Yankees on. Yay. Reinach weakest link. Yeah, I don't think Reinach has been phenomenal, to be honest. A couple of people calling for Hershey Yankees to come on. Now, if you miss this, Pollard, I will fly down to Cape Town and smack you. I don't care if I'll get beaten up afterwards. He's missed it. He's missed it. Flipping Andre Pollard. How can you miss 6 points? 6 points. It should be 12-10, and you've missed 6 points. Now, get in the bin, man. I'm sick of this. Take him off. Take him off, honestly. Take him off. That is such a shit kick. Didn't have the distance, barely had the direction. That is horrendous. Take him off. Honestly, take him off. I mean, all the possession, 2 penalty positions. We could be 2 points ahead here in the first 40 minutes, and he's missed that. All right, so Pollard goes to off the restart, taking it. Now tested for Dion van der Merwe. Van der Merwe takes it. He's wrapped up by Kwaka Smith, who's on for Loot Diaga. That is so poor from Andre Pollard. He's gonna get smacked on my player ratings later, I'll tell you. Russell pinning them back. It's Billy LaRue and Andre Pollard who's cleaning up. Billy LaRue will go to the left boot, try and find touch. I reckon will be. He does find touch, not a great touch find. It's on the 10-meter right. Marco van Staden is getting ready to come on. Right, here it comes. Well, here it comes. It's the entire bench. It's Trevor, it's Vincent, it's Malcolm, and it's Marco and Staden. Interesting to see who Marco and Staden replaces. One imagines it'll be Jasper Wiese, and they'll keep they'll move to Kwaka Smith to 8th man. They've taken off Sia Khaleesi. That's a very strange call. I think Jasper Wiese has not played particularly well, so I'm not entirely sure why he stayed on. It's a good line of victory there from the Lions, but we've got a lot of breakdown specialists on the... Oh, they left it behind there, have the Lions. Vinopola is dived back. And Damien Delendi is there trying to win the back, but pressure ball here. Nakanya through, so they've driven the Lions back all the way to the 10 meters inside their own half. Jack Conan not carrying it up. They're back in their own half after the ball is left behind. Right, so Kickoff still on, so I don't think they didn't get Trevor on in time. Ali Price going to the boot. It's Jasper Wiese underneath it. And he spills it, and it comes backwards to Lakanya He's got players on the side of him. Now Billy LaRue's got players. He's got players. Shirley, Colby. He's going. Where's the play still going? Come on! Yes, we're through! Come on! Come on! We hit back. Down the blind side. Well, it wasn't a great tackle take off the high ball, but it had all the pace, and Colby was so busy looking for the offload, he actually got away from all the tacklers. I'll tell you actually what happened now. That is a huge moment. Woo! Well, we should have been 2 points up ahead. We're a point ahead now. So Spills comes to the side. Lakanya there, gets away from Price. Draws it in. Now Belarus. They've got players on the inside and Reinach. He goes outside to Colby. Colby's got Liam Williams. He beats Liam Williams. Luke and Dickey, hands off, keeps going as Colby. Boom. First chance he's had. He's over. 5 points. Game on. We move. So I think we're having a check it. I'm not quite sure what we're checking. So they're checking the constant there to see if it's a knock-on. If it's a knock-on, I'm going to cry. I'm going to cry. So they're checking to see if this is a knock-on here from Jasper Wiese. Comes off his shoulder. Yeah, I don't think this is a knock-on at all. No clear evidence. The try will stand, gents. The try will stand. Well, jeepers. Talk about one person making a count, because we haven't been taking opportunities in the second half. But Colby has needed that. We've needed something from him. He hasn't had a lot of opportunities. He's made that count, and that's a big moment in the game. Look, only a 3-point game. If Pollard does kick this the way he's kicking, I don't have too much hope, to be honest. But we're still in the lead. Still having a check of the knock-on. It comes off Wiese's shoulder, then goes forward off Itoje. I don't think there's anything here. I'm not quite sure what the match clock is on. I'll check with you guys now. I haven't seen the score where it is. So I'll update that in a second. So we're still having a look here. It's only Lions players here who knock it on. It then goes to Lakanya. What are we checking here, people? Oh, living. What are we checking? So they're saying, so it comes off Jasper Wiese. It goes off his arm into his shoulder. And it goes up, like vertically. I don't think that goes forward. Like literally the ball lands backwards. Thank you. Yes. Give the ting, man. Oh, my living. We're looking at another angle. Chaps, come on. We cannot wait half an hour for every single review. From the big screen, I have the ball touch the hand, and go backward on the shoulder, then go up. I have not a clear evidence about a potential knock-on here.
Okay, Matthew, I'm going to give you the last angle, and let me make sure I think you're on the right track here.
Well, Marty's going to give us the last angle. He thinks he's on the right track, yeah, but we just want to make sure, because you imagine if we spent half an hour, 20 minutes looking at that thing, yeah. It comes off Jasper Wiese's shoulder. It goes directly up. 3 Lions players come towards it. They knock it on. It then lands in Lakanya who's behind Jasper Wiese. He's not offside. He then draws a man. Philly LaRue draws. This is a try. Award the damn thing. We've said the same thing 3 times, mate. Oh, my living. Well, the trial stand, but goodness me, that was painful. That was painful. Talk about killing the joy. I was pumped. I was ready. And I just spent half an hour watching the same bloody review. Yeah, Adam and Joe's back on your box, chat. Back on your box. They checked it. They looked at it. It's not a knock on. The try will stand. How? I'm sorry, but you cannot. A review cannot take that long. I pretty much finished a beer in the time that that takes on. So I'll update the clock as soon as I can because we still haven't seen what the clock's on. 56:53. That's where we're on. 56:53. Pollard, this is actually quite an important kick here, chap. So feel free to nail this. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Pollard adds the extra. The 3-point game. 13 points to 10. 57 minutes on the clock. Sorry, I'm actually a little bit behind now. That's brilliant stuff from Colby. Really, really good work from him. Marius Jonker. I won't repeat that. Crazy waste of time. Dang it. Review. James says, what we've learned this tour is Jonker is a useless TMO. 100%. You can't be taking that long for that kind of decision, really. Marius really tried hard to get us that try disallowed. Score stands. We're still not far ahead, guys. No, we're not, but we're ahead, which is the main thing. Right, so off the kickoff, Kubus Reinach going to the boot. It's a good kickoff, and it's been knocked forward from Liam Williams. So knock on advantage. There's one back from the Springboks. That's what we need. Now Reinach goes to Franco Mostert. Knock on advantage is over. Pollard sees a bit of space. He kicked it straight down the throat of Liam Williams, who calls a mark, which is an interesting call. Chris Newcomb-Bond, the latest person to the Favourite Sports Members Club. Welcome. Let me get my clock back up. And now we've gone back to 58. I'm having a mare here. People. Right. Pollard goes to Colby. Colby stabs the head off the... Ooh, it's been knocked on as well. Come on. Brilliant. So Colby went to the right there, kicked it along the ground to Ali Price. And Ali Price, right on the 22, has knocked it on. So the Springboks will have a scrum right on the 22. Can I just say that Moya State's having an absolute time, by the way. He's on the sides. He's laughing. He's chilling. He looks so relaxed. This review is ridiculous. Yeah, I've fixed the clock there, so we're back up. And that would be the last thing. That's the worst thing in the world, isn't it? After all that, he's had a good tour as Ali Price, and the last thing he does is give a knock on the 22. So Connor Murray is on. What's the score? The score is 13 points to 10. It literally says it on the scoreboard. Are you guys seeing something different? Can everybody see 13-10 there? Or am I just seeing it on my screen? Get mind games, buddy. That's why they're taking so long. Right, here we go. Big scrum, big scrum. If this can become a penalty or something like that, this will be a massive momentum shift. This is really putting me in a bad mood. I know I'm wrong, but I love the Springboks. This is tense. It's proper tense. Please keep subscribing, by the way. I forgot to mention a while. We're sitting at 4,659. So let's see how we can see maybe to 4,700 by the end. I don't think 5,000 subscribers is still on, but we'll see. So Carl Sinkler's on, by the way. So complete new front row. No Trevor just yet. So Stephen Kitsoff's still going to keep going. Love your commentary. Thanks, bud. No, thank you. Don't chew my lines, beer. Listen, I'm a student. I was a student a couple of months ago. So there's a penalty. That's really frustrating. Reinach should have used it. So Malcolm Marks also on, by the way. This hinging one is the core. It's a bit of a strange core. Tad Furlong was lying on his floor, on his face as well. So that's a frustrating moment, because if that was a penalty to the Springboks, that would have been a huge moment. But now Finn Russell will kick towards Springbok territory. It's a good touch finder as well. Right, here comes Big Trev. Don't cheat. There's actually nothing wrong with Lion Lager. I think he gets a bad rep. Cheap, nice and cheap. Comes in nice big quantities. Preach. Part of the box training is to crack our nerves in the first half. It's been an emotional day. In fact, we scored a try, by the way, which means ding, 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 ding. Let me get my mug. We can open up a bit of brandy here. Right, so Sam Simmons is on for Jack Conan. So that's some good players on for the Lions. I'll change the clock in a minute. I'm about it. That's a decent line out. Hobby Henshaw is wrapped up by Markov and Staden. Not 64, 61, you idiot. Going up to Duhan van der Merwe out wide. Shot and Lions gone to the right-hand side here. Now going to Courtney Laws inside. Border Carl Sinclair, who slipped. Conor Murray. Going to Russell. Henshaw gets inside. And it's penalty for offside. You can't concede a penalty like that, chaps. Well, Jasper Wiese is going to have to go off. He's got a cut on the right of his eye, and that's gonna need some attention. Well, Jasper Wiese can't even see out of his eye because of that cut. So they're going to go for a shot at goal. Yeah, or the Lions try and level things up. It's an Australian penalty to give away. I mean, offside is so poor. Comes with the rush defense, I suppose. But, yeah. Come on, Trev. We need a big game here from Trev. Well, cheers, people. In me mug. Yeah, I'll turn it around so you can see the Forever Sports side. We'll keep it to there. There we go. Oh, it goes down very nicely. So Sam Simmons is on as well. A couple of subs on for both sides. Here we go. How many minutes left? The man who ate Brian Lava. I love that. Right, Finn Russell has nailed that straight down the middle. So scores are level. Third, surely we're not going to level the series. Surely not. Brandy time. Napoleon Gluckstein will be tiddly at 80 minutes. Drinking on the job helps 100%. Ranovanis Lacquer, go box. Looks like this game could be a close shave from Richard Hanley. Visa gives away so many penalties. He hasn't had his best game. I was surprised he stayed on, to be honest. They go to Sam Simmons off the kickoff. And I want to imagine that Jasper Wiese is off because, yeah, Siak is back on the field. To be honest, it wouldn't be the worst thing if they just leave it like that. Because I think Jasper Wiese was conceding a few penalties. And Eben Etzebeth, who's done so well the entire game, has gone offside and conceded a penalty. That's so stupid. Stop giving them the momentum. We were doing well. They were back in the 22. They were going to clear now, and you've just given them a free pass to get back into territory. That's really frustrating from Etzebeth. He's been really good today. Laurie says it's not the quality of the beer. The parents hope you aren't in PR. Well, here comes Hershey Yankees. Listen, if there's a Springbok beer out there, I'll drink a Springbok beer. But last time I checked, there isn't. Philip says this one is going up the garden path. Funny guy. So it's a messy line win there from the Lions. Carrie's got it. They're on the halfway, just inside. Penalty, come on! Marco Verstappen, that's what we need. At the breakdown, penalty to the box. Love it. Cheers, Tom Curry. I'll tell you what, are we giving him citizenship? What's the chat? Eh? Do we give Tom Curry an SA passport? Do we put him part of the box squad? Where we at with Tom Curry? Right, sub here. Yeah, cheers, Pollard. Pollard's off, eh? Here we go. Morne stay in the last 16 minutes. That's a big call to make. I think it's the right call to make, to be honest. Right, so Pollard leaves. 6 points he left on the field. Could have been a very different game at 19-13. Look, the bigger missed it as well. So if all kicks had gone over, we'd be sitting there at 19-16. So we would be still in the lead. But yeah, so Morne Steyn is on the park. His first duty will be to find a decent touch finder. Well, here we go. We know what he did last time. The last time he played was 57-15 down against New Zealand in 2016. So, Malabonga says, thank God Yankees to win it. No chance to Tom. Making this very difficult for ourselves. We says probably giving away 50% of our penalties. I think that's a pretty accurate shout, actually. Yeah, we have to use it. We have to use it. Yankees is batting to get it out. We've got momentum here. We've got momentum here. Penalty again. Come on. That's it. That's it. Taking and collapsing the more. I love it. I love it. Who will kick? Morning Stain will kick, mate. Swap carry for Yonka. Always had my doubts. Carries English, fully signed up. Pollard not good at all tonight. Yeah, it wasn't his best game. I thought his decision making was a bit poor at time. He left 6 points, very, very convertible points. And the first thing that we're going to do with Morning Stain in the park is say we're going to take that lead back. Thank you very much. Right, 13-13, now 64 minutes, and Stain is on. Right, here we go. So Stain's going to try and nail it. If he misses this, I'm done. I'm leaving. Shutting down the stream. Is it 13 all showing? It's 13-10. It is 13 all. Hopefully it'll be 16-13 if Mornay can nail this. Mornay, this is literally why we brought you. You were literally in the squad to do this. Like, no pressure, but that's like the one thing we hope that you would come and do is come here and slot penalties for fun. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Back on the points, boys. 16-13. 14 minutes to go. I'm sweating like a stuck pig. This is going down to the wire, chaps. Right, Finn Russell. Right, now it's just defend, really. 14 points. Mornay stay under the kickoff. First thing he does is go back to the boot. Doesn't find touch, though. So Liam Williams is going to try and counter. He kicks ahead. It's quite deep. Mornay stay underneath it. Takes it up himself. Probably wasn't the best idea. No, but Liam Williams has completely prevented us from getting there. That's going to be a turnover ball from the Lions. Liam Williams was on the wrong side of the ruck there and stopped both our players from getting there. So the Lions have turned it over. They're on the attack. Robbie Henshaw's decided to change direction. Probably killing a little bit of momentum, thank you. It's good handling from Liam Williams. Doing Van der Merwe down the side. Van der Merwe inside. Big hit on him from Malcolm Marks. Conor Murray goes to Carl Sinclair. Runs into Trevor and Quacker Smith. Quacker Smith trying to rip it in the tackle. Now Conor Murray going to Finn Russell. What is Finn Russell going to do? Pops out to Courtney Laws. Russell goes himself, gets the pass away to Henshaw. Henshaw gets away from Van Staden. Runs into Ibn Etzebeth. Minapola inside to Carl Sinclair. Inside ball there. Josh Adams, it's a big hit on him. Malcolm Marks and Trevor. Now Wilfred Russell inside ball to Courtney Laws. Malcolm Marks is over that. Penalty advantage. That's Vincent Cock who didn't roll away. Penalty advantage here. The Lions will be able to even things up again, yeah. Okay, we'll go back for the first penalty. Well, that's Vincent Cock who didn't roll away, so they'll be able to level things up here.
The number 4 green slap the ball backwards, so there is goal. Okay, so I come back to the initial.
Yeah, we're going to go back to the initial infringement, so it will be a penalty here. So I'm sure, well, a big call here from the Lions with 12 minutes to go. What do? Do you draw the series? I mean, there's still lots to play for, but do you go for the draw quickly? Do you even things up here, or do you go for the 3-pointer? As far as I understand, there's no extra time or anything. I don't think that was ever really in the conversation. Well, they've gone for the line. They've gone for the line. The Lions are going for the win here. Big moment in the game. Finn Russell kicks to the corner, and now the Boks have to defend. Woo, dear. 11 minutes left in the game. Big moment in the game here. The Boks can win a penalty and try and concede this. That's a huge defense. Well, almost up to 4,700. Please do continue subscribing, by the way. We go to the top. They win the line out, and the ball's gone straight down. No penalty advantage. So that's a really good sack from the Springboks. Job done. First job done. Now you got to remain composed. You got to stay on side. You got to try and win a turnover here. Luke Dickey goes himself. Vinipola this time. He's over the line, but he won't get grounding. It's held up. It's held up. So we'll have a scrum. Oh, this is not good. For somebody who suffers from high blood pressure, this is not good. Literally, last 10 minutes, and the Lions have got a scrum. Well, we need a massive scrum. First scrum for Trevor. Eben Etzebeth's down. You can't go off here, mate. You've got no replacements. So you got to watch up Sam Simmons here, but we need a big scrum here to the box. We need the scrum that we saw towards the end of the game last week. Those two big scrums, that's what we need here. So Lord Diogo's on the bench. Jasper Wiese, I don't think he's going to come back on. I don't think. Yeah, I think they'll leave him on there. He's been patched up. This is a huge moment. Right, well, we know what this will be. This will be a big scrum and Sam Simmons out the back. That's what he does. That's what he's on here to do. The question is, can we stop it? Right, here we go. Here we go. Big scrum here. Big scrum here. Score now, and it's all with one hand on the trophy, in my opinion. Come on, the box needs a big scrum. Big scrum here. Come on, Trev. Come, Vincent. Come, Malcolm. It's gone straight down. It's gone straight down. Shane, let's get in the bin. You know my stream's not behind. Don't be stupid. So Adam and Jones is off, by the way. I completely missed that. So Adam Beard's on. There's no spoilers, chaps. Don't stress. I'm literally as live as you get. So... Chaps, yeah, I'm literally as live as you get. I'm watching it as the feed comes in, and nobody's at the stadium. So if I haven't seen a try, it's because there hasn't been a try. So don't stress. If you're live with me, you're live with the game. Well, another reset here, bit of shoving there from the Springboks. I can't show the game because it's illegal, people. You can't just take somebody else's multi-million broadcast and decide to show it on YouTube for fun. Please keep subscribing, by the way. There's 1,600 people watching, which means that if there are 300 of you who haven't subscribed, I know it's quite a lot, but if there are 300 of you that haven't subscribed, you could take me to 5,000 subscribers. So whilst we wait for another reset, please quickly right now, start subscribing. Start subscribing. Let's see how close we can get to 5,000 subs. Another reset here. The clock was turned off because of it, so I'm going to go back to that. It's gone down. Penalty to the Springboks. Come on, Trevor, you freaking beauty. Right, well, if Trevor was here, I would kiss him. I would honestly kiss him. That could be the moment. Trevor, you freaking beauty. Carl Sinclair, our footsec. Cheers. Take your things. Look, lots still to play for. 8 minutes, but that is a huge, huge, huge moment. Where's the tongue, Trev? Come on. Woo. Listen, quality could just go out the window lately here, to be honest. And if it does, I'm apologizing now, but this is getting pretty intense. 8 minutes away. Trevor Inyakani up against Carl Sinclair. Come on, chaps. Come on, chaps. Okay, I'm gonna drop the player ratings, by the way. I'll drop them in the next couple of minutes. So you can go and rant. Well, first things first, Franco Master has won, and there comes the Maul, try and win an advantage here. The Maul's broken off. It's the same Maul. We're going. We're on our bicycle. We're going towards the touchline, though. We're still going. Quacker Smith's got it at the end. Quacker Smith breaks it off. It's a very good Maul. We've got up past the halfway line. It's a fantastic Maul from the Springboks. Herschel Yankee's been taken. He's knocked it on. Herschel. Knock on call. Joe, the Lions are using it. Henshaw under a bit of pressure. Burst through the middle is Henshaw. Somebody tackle him. He's eventually brought down. Advantage over Shirley. And Damien up on his feet. He's got his hands on the ball. No, Lacanyo, man. We've conceded a penalty there. That's so silly. Thinking the ruck was done, so he's gone straight over on the side there and he conceded a penalty, and he's allowed the Lions straight back into territory. Surely they're going to go for the 3 points here. Surely. Yeah, here comes 3 points. Ah! So many meters off the Maul, and then the knock-on from Herschel Yankees. Really? That's such a poor penalty to concede. The Kenya Army's been so good this test series, but now Finn Russell can level things up with 6 minutes to go. Surely we're not going to have a drawn series. Nobody likes a draw. It's like kissing your sister. Oh, well, Finn Russell's not going to miss this. I don't even know why I'm even hoping. If this is a draw. Oh, my living. In the meantime, I'm going to drop the player ratings. You can go start... straight down the middle from Finn Russell. Scores are even. 16-16. 5 minutes left. Come on, Sia. Come on, the boys. Morne, you got to kick this deep, chat. Deep. 5 minutes to go. Is there a winner in it? Are there 240 people who can still subscribe for me? Anyone? Sam Simmons under the restart. Got to keep them there. We've got 4 breakdown specialists. Try and see if we can try and win a breakdown penalty. Here comes Connor Murray. The box kick. Going for distance. So Billy LaRue. Right, what's Billy going to do? Billy returns the favor. He goes up. It's not gone particularly far. He's going to chase it himself. It's gone backwards off Henshaw. Connor Murray cleaning things up. Connor Murray going to Luke and Dickey. Cowan Dickey still going, eventually brought down by Quacker Smith, still inside their own half of the Lions. Here comes Vinipola, brought down by Franco Master and Herschel Yankees. Lions getting up towards the halfway line. Finn Russell sees a bit of space, so he hacks it downfield. That'll roll too far, though, from Finn Russell. And Mornestein has fucked that up. I was about to say... Well, Mornestein almost looked like his stuff. I don't know what happened there. So he almost looked like he didn't dot it down and then was busy being tackled. I don't know what was going on there. But Finn Russell's overcooked that. It will be a 22 dropout here. So Mornestein will be able to launch this towards... I'm not entirely sure Mornestein dots this down, you know. Henshaw under the ball, drops it. Now, box on him quickly. So the Lions back in their own half. Finn Russell goes to the boot, goes up. Cheslin Colby and Billy LaRue. And Mornestein drops back to Malcolm and Starden, who cleans up. Back in their own half here are the Springboks. Advantage knock on. Herschel Yankees goes to the boot. Lifts that high. Liam Williams. Oh, it's spilled it forward. Yes, Finn Russell and Damien De Lindy's gotten it. Come on. Solid carry there from Damien De Lindy. Almost up to the 22 here at the box. Ball's available though. Come on. Now Quacker Smith puts his head down. Don't blink. We're in the danger zone. This is penalty zone. Herschel, Franco Mostert now. This comes down to discipline. We can't lock the ball on. You can't drop the ball here. The Lions can't concede a penalty. Markham is starting this time, carrying it up. Penalty, come on! Herschel's taking 8, he's not 10. Herschel, why did you take that quickly? Well, here it is, chaps. Here it is. We spoke about it all week. Will Mornay Steyn kick a series-winning penalty once again? Well, Damian Williams is being sent on. It's a penalty. It's in front. It's Mornay Steyn. Keep chatting, because the longer you guys chat, the more time we've got to take the kick. Time off. Yeah, you see. Billy LaRue's off. Damian Williams is on. We've got 1.5 minutes left. Penalty to... Oh, yeah. Come, get involved. Wind the clock down. Can Mornay nail this? I'm not sure I can watch. Oh, my goodness. It's right in front. Mornay, you cannot miss this. Jack Conan's on the verge of tears. You cannot miss this. It's simple. The mandate is simple. You nail this, you receive the kickoff, 30 seconds, and you've won the series. Time is on. You got 60 seconds. There's Mornay. It's bang in front. It is bang in front. Oh, my living. I genuinely don't think I can watch this. Come on, it's through. It's through. 1 more minute. Oh, my living. It's through. He's nailed it. It's 52 seconds. Finn Russell goes short. And they win it back. To the Lions. Shit, man. Now South Africa has to defend. Luke Cowan Dickey. Now you can't. Now discipline. They've lost it. Henshaw is isolated. He's isolated. Now it's discipline. 30 seconds for the box here. Malcolm Marks. See ya. Scrum. Well, I thought Malcolm Marks had turned it over. I think somebody was asking about a mug. Would people want a mug? We actually haven't really done merchandise. But if you guys would be interested in having a mug, we can actually look at doing it. On a very side note, the time is up. I can't watch this. It's the last scrum. The Springboks literally just can't concede a penalty and have to get this ball out. If the ball goes out, one more break and play. This is the last play. The Springboks can defend this. They've won the series. Mornay Steyn could have won the series again, 12 years apart. What an incredible story if he's done it. I physically cannot watch. Massive scrum here. If we lose the scrum, the Lions could kick a drawn series, or they can go for the victory. I don't know what they'll do. This is huge. This is massive. By the way, there's 2,000 of you guys watching. So if you haven't subscribed, just give me something here. Please do keep subscribing. We're 230 people away from 5,000 subscribers. I know it's very much not quite on the menu at the moment, but please, if we can. Big shove here, boys. Big shove here. Come on. If Trevor Inyakane wins the scrum penalty or wins the scrum or something like that, I tell you what, I will name my first blooming child Trevor. It's a big hit from the Lions. It's gone down. Come on! We've done it! Come on! Vincent Koch. It's not Trevor. It's not Trevor. But we've done it. We've done it. Oh my goodness. Oh, I can't believe it. We've done it. I can't believe it. That's it. It's done. Tap it and go. I can't believe we've done it. We've done. Well, final score 16 points to 19. 19.60. Sorry. That is amazing. That is incredible. What a match. What a series. What a moment. Mornay Steyn, 12 years apart, doing the business. Sensational scenes in Cape Town. The Springboks have won not only the game, but the series. World Cup winners, champions of the world, British and Irish Lions slayers. That's phenomenal. It is phenomenal. People, thank you. I don't actually have too many words, to be honest. Just thank you. That's brilliant. That is phenomenal. Please go and vote for the player ratings. I've just put the link in the description. We'll be live in about 15 minutes for player ratings, where I'm just going to give every single South African player a 10. But yeah, please do continue subscribing. We are so close to 5,000 subscribers. If 180 of you guys would subscribe, we'll be over that mark, and that would be absolutely phenomenal. So there it is. The Springboks have won the series, and it's just incredible. That is phenomenal. Thank you. We'll see you guys in the player ratings. I'll try and compose myself a little bit, but what a moment. You guys are phenomenal. This link will redirect to the player rating, so just stick on there, and I'll be live there in about 10 to 15 minutes. So I won't be long. So see you guys there. Thank you very much for the match, for the series, and chat to you guys in a little bit.